purple horse, but we will jump into game number 1 here. It is loser bracket finals. It is QueNDi against HorseForce. And let's see, Atacama, very short start with me is Sushine.
Yeah, let's take a look at the positions first. I think QueNDi could have had less luck here. The positions are not that bad, actually. Could be a lot closer. And the forest is really helping Wayne, Rage, the blue player.
That's true. He's playing the Teutons against Chinese, and we have the Celts playing against the Spanish. So for QueNDi, the slower civilizations, let's see if they can survive at the start. We obviously have the Chinese players starting with lots more villagers, as you can see, and already killed one. So that's a very good start.
Is there a pause?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Okay. Okay, you can also already see by the base layout of the Teuton and Celt player what their plan is. Get 1 or 2 castles up and survive the first minutes. They both already have lots of structures built, and you can see they want to build a close base, lots of defensive, small entrances, because they know they have the explosives.
Is one of the players Turkish? Yes, indeed, our player in purple here is Turkish. And he might... where is he living now? Belgium?
Yeah, I think so. He's doing his PhD in Belgium.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're actually good friends with him.
Was there a drop or something?
Maybe you tap and see if everyone is in the game still.
Nope. The Turkish is a aforementioned Turkish player living in Belgium. It's gone.
Okay, so most likely we will have a drop and then can come back. Yeah, but we still want to continue and see how the next 1.5 minutes will go. Guys, keep giving us feedback on the sound quality. We'll always take a look and try to increase it. Or not increase it, but make it better. We'll adjust the flag a bit here. And that looked beautiful. Yesterday evening, I had a new idea for my new tournament and got so excited that I couldn't sleep for like 2 hours. I went to bed at like 11 p.m. and was awake till, I think shortly after 1 a.m. and just lying there for 2 hours. I really thought about writing down all the new stuff. Oh, but it continues now.
Continues.
I don't need to see. We can only see like how many villagers will die. As you can see, red and blue not going for any raids, just trying to defend and keep as many villagers alive as
so
possible.
So far, only 1 villager was lost against the starting scout. Rage lost 1.
Yeah, let's see. Those villagers aren't walled here. Remember, it's no wall mod, so you have to wall with outposts even. Another villager lost by Rage. Another one in danger over here. 3 lost at least.
Yeah.
Looks like 3 lost on this side. On the other side we have
5 to 13 vills. 4 vills. Teuton is in big trouble, actually.
I got a lot of those.
Big trouble.
Yeah. Okay. So 3-mandate here, and it will be tough. Purple against blue. Very short distance. I think we could even take a look at the achievements. It doesn't really matter. And we'll just stay in game and wait for Orchid to come back. You support Turkish player then? You're free to. I really rushed home, so I'm not feeling 100% yet. Didn't drink much and I ate too heavily. Why I don't have stream quality options? It's a problem with Twitch. I can't do anything. Sorry for that. Hopefully it will be better later or tomorrow.
I just opened a beer and I'm ready for some nice games now. Okay. By the way, I had some insight into the Civ choices of this game beforehand. Now I can actually reveal it because I did one warm-up game with Orchid, and Well, we actually did me Celt, he Chinese, so that already kind of hinted to them wanting to go Chinese first.
Chinese first?
Second.
Okay.
Chinese second, Spanish first. Well, also depending on the bands, I guess, but it was pretty obvious neither of those would be banned within the first three civs.
Do you know what
I think mathematics, maybe? I'm not sure. What was it?
I think if it would be mathematics,
no, you
I
would
know it. Yeah.
No. Damn.
Because Callum would always speak to him about mathematics stuff.
Right. No. It's probably something.
Callum, like QueNDi True, is doing his PhD in mathematics at the moment. But not in Belgium. I don't know even. I should know where he lives. He is GMT -8, so that's West Coast. And he lived more in the north, but not at the coast. So yeah, I could do a point on the map and would be less than 1,000 miles away, I would say. Yeah, Jenny, then just go there with the Turkish flag and scream, "Deathmatch, deathmatch!" and maybe he comes to you. How year are you old? You play a season 2000? Yes, roughly. I'm 28 years old.
Game started.
Okay, then let's jump into the second part of game number 1. We still have a huge deficit of villagers here on the side of blue. On the other side, it seems like red is holding his ground against the rush of green. Green actually only had 35 pop here, not very high for a Spanish player. Adding TC is a bit early if you ask me.
Yeah, I feel like the main question is, can Rage survive? But he's doing a pretty good job with those outposts, using them as mini walls to make sure he can actually get castles up. And once he has those 3 defensive castles up, camels will just die pretty quickly. Yeah. So he might actually be okay.
Let's see, awkward. No offensive castles yet. Building a siege workshop, controlling the corner obviously, so trading will be tough. But on the other side we still have Celts maybe killing the Spanish guy. So much more purple army. You can see pop 110 against 30.
Pop against 110. But he can't really kill him, can he?
Well, he can get some more villagers.
Yeah, it's already sending the first trap. Lots of pressure though. But he knows he has to.
Yeah, and red now coming from the other side. Trying to help out, sending everything against purple here.
Yeah, and he can't do that because he's doing pretty well against. I'm not sure if adding champs was such a good idea. I mean, I know where that idea came from. Counter helps, but...
Yeah, I would go heavy on paladins, but he went for 5 stables. Maybe I would have tried to sneak some more around. And yeah, now with the help of purple, it seems like he's defending. With the help of red, I think he's defending against purple. Overall population pretty similar.
Actually, a few Teutonic Knights are enough to counter endless amounts of camels and halves, so...
Oh, we got a beautiful question by Gatorix. He's surprised that those 2 teams are facing in the loser brackets and is wondering who's in the winner brackets. Who was that again, Shine?
I'm sorry, I had some weird network problem here. I'm interested as well. I mean, who are the guys in the final?
It's a team formed around Rubenstock, I heard.
Okay.
Zubenstock. So yeah, Shine and me are waiting in the finals for those 2 guys. For those who didn't get the reference. And yeah, 1 castle lost here for Rage. Still 1 alive, 1 in the defense even further. Trying to get more up, but it is tough. Jitba asking for more gold. And yeah, he's pushing hard, but it seems like True is defending. And now everyone, yeah, within 15 pop. Now it's a phase where it gets tough for the Chinese here. What can the Chinese do against SO? Does he have to wait for paladins of his teammate, or... China is still here? Did we lose him? No, he's still here.
No, I'm still there. I'm just experiencing strange network errors. Hope it's fixed now, otherwise I have to restart my router after the game.
Okay. So it seems like red and blue, they have the better army, and they're pushing on both sides. The only problem could be their trade line. At the moment they only control one corner, and purple is trying to do, successful hold here. At the moment I'm lacking a bit of siege from Rage.
Yeah.
3 SO. Jitba is just horribly dying here. And trying to get more gold up, trying to get more castles up. And Jitba down to pop 120 compared to everyone else in the 140s, 150s, even 170s now for blue, who has a beautiful push. Now overcommitting a bit with paladins against the massive Tucanus, I would say. I would be surprised if he gets more than 2 traps here. But yeah, buying him some more time. At the same time, he's losing some traps at the front. And purple's just holding the corner, but at the same time, we can see Drew pushing the corner here on the right-hand side to secure it for them. And it's not only the trade that is important, but also map control. That's the only big wood spot here on this map, so control of the middle is absolutely crucial as well.
Okay.
Is it fixed?
It looks pretty... I think it looks pretty good for Cals and Tudors if they played right now.
I think so as well. Look at the push on the right hand side here from the Cals. The Paladins just not massing up enough for our Spanish player in the green trunks here. Tyrant Jitba. Now lots of light theft coming in, going back, waiting for another Oni shot to kill the trap. And yeah, Orkut is holding his ground. He is getting the extra gold spot at the side. He's still controlling the corner. Villagers should be coming up here to get the castle up, but will be denied for sure. Teutonic Knights out there, but now Rage even going to the other side, and that's something you don't see too often. The Chinese going to help out the Spanish here with some Tucanus, but yeah, they're obviously great against hobbyists. Whoopsie. Weird sounds. And yeah, the push continues here. Still Jitba in huge troubles. Now he will be out of gold pretty soon. No markets up, and they might build the trade on the other side now. Maybe Jitba is building markets over here. That's absolutely what they're going for. But at the same time, we still have Rage pushing. And he's pushing strong in this eco. SO and Teutonic Knights. Just simply something the Chinese cannot kill. And I'm not really sure how... Orkut lost so much pressure here. Probably it was because of the double, and Jitba just didn't push strong enough. And this was pretty good for the 1-0 for the QueNDi players here. Just picking the slower civilizations, but with more power in the end. Any updates, Shine? Not 100% sure, but yeah, we will just continue markets. That's what Orkut is requesting. Jitba now sending some villagers to get some up here. And you can see the push is continuing. One castle denied for now, but that's not super important. We still have more coming up, and yeah, what is Jitba waiting for? To get more gold. He's now completely out of gold. You can see all those villagers. Orkut on the other side has some extra gold spots, but doesn't really matter. Now the beautiful cut through the trees, and now pushing into the only wood spot that you can really have on this map. All the other trees are looking like that. So you absolutely want to get the wood from the middle. And now Teutonic Knights, they're in the wood spot. And we will see the code and Jitba just plumbing down with all their pop. Now trying to send some Tucanus, but Tucanus are good or reasonable against Teutonic Knights. But once the SO come, the canoes have to run again. Now we can see Rage and True trying to get new trade cards up or new, like with their second market. So at the moment, let's take a look at gold counts. We have True 300, Rage 400, Jitba 4k actually, and the code at 1.5k, and still has a lot of gold to mine. So it's looking way better when it comes to gold at the moment for the code and Jitba. So if they still are able to deny that corner and deny that trade, they might have still good chances. Oh, look at that amount of idle villagers here. They still might have chances to catch that game just by winning with the gold amount. Keep on paying some wood. Very vulnerable to this army. Halberdiers and Rams. What can a Spanish player really do against that? Maybe champions like he did before, but he now is going for a lot of paladins and conquistadors to defend that. A lot of paladins actually. Let's take a look. Jitba back to pop 50, rated more 25 and 85 for Callan, but he might lose a lot here. There's no buffer. There's no buffer, and this will be a huge round. Only now some Halberdiers coming from behind, but great ground attacks here, killing some, but that's simply not enough. All the Rams, all the Scorpions will go down, most of the Rams at the front as well, but oh boy, that was so many Scorpions that they actually can kill the Paladins. Not the greatest position. He would have needed to surround a bit better. Was patrolling in from this area, and now I thought QueNDi True would lose everything, but he actually did hold his ground here. At the same time, we have the push continuing of the Teutons here against the Chinese. So a very scrappy game, and now the markets are getting out. Look at that trade card amount for a Deathmatch late Imperial game. 25 minutes, very, very low, and now Shine finally restarted his Skype. And let's take a look when he comes back. For now we will single cast this game. And trying to push back is awkward here. They have the trade running slowly, but there's simply not much firepower. Now lost so many castles as well at the front here. I would say at least 4. And now since we moved so many times, the trade obviously at all sides is super exposed. At the same time, the wood is very exposed as well. People are trying to get more castles up, but controlling this map is impossible if you have like the standards to control everything. Maybe try to go for somewhat trade rate over here. It's a bit better than attacking in between the castles here for Jitba. And now suddenly they are taking back the lead, and this is still a very open game. We were saying, okay, Teutons and Celts have the advantage, but if they're out of gold, then obviously they don't. Let's take another look at the gold count at 1.3 here for the code. Jitba is at none, Rage is at 60, and True is at 400. So very, very low, everyone. Overall trade cards 24 more for the HorseForce. Some raiding going on, but not a lot of it just died. I think that even including some Halberdiers. That's a nice raid here against one of the markets, and that amount of Halberdiers will not clear the raid up. And yeah, as you can see, 22, so 25 more here for the HorseForce, and they just keep continuing to produce more and killing some at the same time. More castles coming up, and they're really trying to control this corner. Now more Rams on the side as well, and we have Shine calling me back. And hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Okay, yeah, it's
oh no.
fine.
Oh, yes. Now I have a weird bug that my game sound is very low. Because it's let me try to recall you.
Okay.
Let's see. Now I find that. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but
Better now?
I'll just increase the in-game sound. So that should be better now. Sorry for all the inconveniences, guys. The push here continues, and Jitba is putting a lot of control still on True. And yeah, some people were asking, okay, is this here the comeback? And yes, it kind of was, but at the same time we still had no real control of the corners. So at the same time, Jitba and Code were in control of 3 corners. That means they can continue and the enemies really can't, because you obviously want to have the longest trade route possible. Shine, did you miss some of the match, or can you give me your opinion of how this game is going so far? Maybe you did restart and are trying to catch up now or something like that. But yeah, Shine's feedback not on point so far.
Oh man.
What's going on?
I don't know why this is happening. I have no idea.
Okay, Chicken still trying to hold their ground.
It's actually the head side. What's the best?
And it looks, I think it looks good for HorseForce here. They're still continuing to push. At the same time, True, we can see his rest. He is up to 1k gold. Trade card amount is 30 overall for the QueNDi 18. And with a lot of Harbies mixed in, they can do reasonable damage. Let's take a look here. Rage now. Beautiful castle with Rage 13, I believe. So that will be great to deny all that wood income here from Jitba. And yeah, a lot of villagers will die here. That market still is alive. And Jitba will just continue to push in that direction. It's now getting the trade up. And remember guys, it's Spanish trade as well. So the difference is huge. Not only in numbers but overall income as well. Next castle over here. And yeah, the wood income will be blocked so much. But at the same time, controlling the wood and the other team is controlling the gold. What is better? Is this map on all visible? No, it's played on explored, but I have it on all visible. So that's normally the point of view. So you can see everything on the minimap, but you have still fog of war. More raids coming in here of Jitba, and yeah, the castles denying the wood obviously, but they're on a spot where yeah, you cannot really defend them. Maybe should have done some counter traps before actually building the castle, but then it would be very vulnerable to early trades as well. And now so many paladins coming in for the middle. The trade now unprotected. Both sides you can see many blue and red dots and many purple and green dots, but look at that amount of villagers going down, and the castle is going down as well. One castle of Callan now trying to defend here, and this is so hard for them. And not sure what that guy is one from here. This castle is now going down, and suddenly let's take a look at the population. Rage only at 130, the rest up 160, 170 and higher. And Jitba continuing with the push. Now that's a spot when Callan's trying to send everything to clear up the middle. And now that's a beautiful split. Jitba now going for the trade in the top and attacking the trade at the side as well. So we are in a good spot to see a lot of trade cards dying here from Rage and Callan, and they are catching up with the amount of trade cards, so that's good for them. Let's see if they can keep them alive. Conquistadors obviously designed to kill trade, not like Mango Dice, but still very good, trying to keep on 1 point, and that's a lot of Conquistadors killing trade cards, and Callan's just not inside to push that back. Now we can see more siege workshops coming up on the right hand side. Conquistadors really doing their job. Did they completely miss it? I don't see a single unit going into that direction to clear up the Conquistadors at this time. And if they cannot clear up this Conquistadors pretty soon, this game is basically over without them really noticing and going for a fight. There are no units coming in. Seems like they didn't notice. It really seems like they didn't notice. They're continuing with the push here, but got slapped down, and this is looking so good for Jitba and all good. Look at that. Look at that. And no reaction at all. See that they're losing at the front, and this has to be the GG. Indeed, the GG is coming in, and that's a 1-0 here for HorseForce on a very rush-intense fight, and that's probably what we wanted to see, especially with those civilizations they went for. So
now I can suddenly hear you perfectly again. It's
okay.
So weird.
That's weird indeed.
No problem at all.
Okay.
What?
Trade card massacre. Indeed. The military count Not the kill statistics you want to see from Teutons and Celts there. Trade cards. That's a big story here. The amount of trade cards. The amount of trade. 14-14 against 4-4. Look at that. And therefore they couldn't really get onto the army they wanted to. And yeah, we can see the timeline at the start. Very unfortunate start for the Teutons, who was very far behind. Green didn't really develop, but look at purple exploding. And yeah, we can see like those villagers really went small there. Okay, sweet first game. And now I'll try to catch up with guys messaging me and the chat as well. Because we don't have a big overlay today, I can increase my size a bit. So what did this guy say? It's better to have the flag together from Greece and Turkey. The flag of Greece is without a cross. Please fix it. Thanks for your feedback. Yeah. Okay, 1-0. Shine. I back alive now. Okay.
I'm just worried it's going to start again when the game starts.
Okay,
right?
what happened?
Well, the strange thing is I've even got Skype running on another device now.
Okay.
And I wasn't even watching the last bit of the game. And then when you stop playing, suddenly it's like it was fine again. So it just doesn't make sense.
Okay. So now we are going into double Arabia. So basically Arabia, and you have two TCs, which will be very interesting to see how they are trying to play it. And take a look at the band system here. So we have HorseForce against QuEnDi. QuEnDi on the left hand side. And being behind 1-0. So double Arabia, not very approved. And teams, I think we have never seen it 2v2 competitively on those settings.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, Klarfeld. Yeah, so Hans Goss seems to be strong and being banned. Oh, but there we see the first difference. So Saracen's banned by HorseForce. So that's an option for QuEnDi now. And Celt's banned by QuEnDi. So that's an option for HorseForce now.
Yeah, I guess they figure that both civs kind of have trouble when they because they always concentrate on building up one big base and playing defensive at the start, and that's really hard to do on two spots. So
oh, Teutons. So they are scared about picking Saracens.
by the way, they just launched with the restore still in.
Okay, I can message them. Oh, actually, they will see it. Like, yeah, they will come back. So Saracen's the pick. That's surprising to me. By HorseForce. But they didn't see Teutons, obviously. That might be a beautiful pick by QuEnDi. Now I want to see Celts banned by HorseForce. Oh, they banned Spanish. QuEnDi could go both ban Spanish. So we could see Saracen Mongols. Mongols. How good are Mongols on those settings? And Mayans? Oh boy.
Well, I mean, maybe Mayans aren't that bad on this on double Arabia actually. Well, the odds of going late game are still high, I guess. So wouldn't rank them too high.
Mayans? The map is double Arabia, guys. So we'll be even faster than normal Arabia, normal deathmatch games. And you will get into trade phase pretty early on. You have double the resources, obviously.
Yeah, so maybe you don't even need trades that quickly, actually. because you have more gold spots, right?
Yeah.
No.
But still, Malians, I believe they are super bad. Especially against double SO civs now.
No.
So he'll basically have to go for mass eagles.
I guess they're pretty okay in the first minutes, but later on will be tough.
Are they?
I feel like it's relatively easy to just drop a couple of barracks on both TCs and maybe even do a dual rush, but oh well.
So guys, this is the best of 7, so we will see at least 4 games. Actually, at least 5 games, because we will see the 2v2 set as well.
Yeah, right.
And look at the spectating. SY looks. Why is he watching that?
Chinese guys like this much as well. Or maybe it was just a misclick. Never know.
Now Jitba is messaging me that someone messaged him that my flag isn't nice.
Starting a political outrage here. Oh no. Okay, I'm really anxious. How's this going to work? If it's going to start lagging again for some weird reason once we're in the game. I don't really know. It wasn't even my network. I did a speed test and everything. Everything is fine.
Okay.
I could even could be some weird Skype bug or something. I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. We'll see. You did a good job casting on your own anyway, so.
Also was confusing and had like pauses and were like, shine? Maybe? But it really didn't work out.
Yeah, once or twice I tried replying, but I just realized it didn't even connect. Well, if the problem persists, maybe Rubenstock can take my place or someone.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. I think Clemenzo's around as well, so we'll have some option.
Or if anyone has any clue what the reason could be.
Okay, the 5th message of the flag guy. Time to ignore him on Woobly. Yeah. How? Like, maybe I don't have enough knowledge about the Greek flag, and the cross means something very important in the Greek flag, and it's very, very rude of me to display the Greek flag without the cross. But at the same time, I'm displaying the Turkish flag without the star. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm offending any flag guy.
Yeah, probably all of them at once.
Yeah, all the flag guys.
Fun with flags.
No fun with flags. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to say.
Sheldon Cooper is not amused.
Well, I think you would like my creativity, or like it's not creativity to cut 2 flags in half and put them together and paint, but
I think one is even slightly higher than the other one, right? Did a really good job there. Oh, maybe it's just an optical illusion.
What? I think it's even a white bar under it and such. So yeah, I'm not that good. The problem is that the Doubt and MBL smileys were a different size, so I had to resize the picture, and therefore the other flags were resized as well. It's bad, man. No, it's the troubles of a caster. You don't want to hear about it.
Oh well, I'm sure in 1 or 2 years it's going to be more of like support groups for casters where you can meet up with other traumatized casters.
Well,
Oh,
I just...
Lux just left.
Oh, waiting was too long for him. Yeah. Nice. Andrews here as well. Well, I just want to have a guy who's doing all the overlay stuff for me, and I can just trash talk and insult people with flags. That's my dream. So speculate down to 40 seconds, guys.
Okay. So now we'll see if I'm allowed to co-cast or not.
Let's see. We are jumping into game number 2. It's Double Arabia here. We're starting with Malians for QueNDi, Teutons for Rage. We have Jitba with Saracens and Mongols for the code. And yeah, it seems like the code has a TC very far back and one very close to Talon here.
Yeah, and actually this is huge trouble. Okay, let's see, but I just don't see the code surviving this. Maybe he will just sacrifice the front TC and try to build up in the back. I guess it's the main option, because what can he do now? Try to hold with Cavaliers against Eagles?
That's one option. Tough. On the other side we have a rush, and let's see how that continues. But Callum's build up looks a bit better here. And now expanding with some castles. I'm not sure if going on gold is the best option just yet. But it seems like the rush isn't that effective. Did we miss some? Yeah, he's producing out of all the barracks. Obviously, like, no player in the world is able to keep up with all the macro here.
It's pretty interesting though that Callan decided to just do houses only on the second TC. Probably figuring that he wouldn't be under a lot of pressure against Mongols.
Yeah, maybe he realized the map and just went for it this way. Now going
Mass
for a lot
Cavaliers.
of castles.
I mean, it helps him surviving now, but I don't know how long he can keep that up.
He has a lot of gold spot, obviously that's something we discussed before. Double the gold spot. And no Harvarders yet. That's a bit surprising that he never went for the switch here.
Oh, actually the Teuton is struggling hard now, huh?
Not getting the castles up. Very defensive castle, and yeah, that's just...
But he's getting one up now. And once he has those Teutonic Knights out, Saracen can't push him quickly.
Yeah, let's see, second castle. Only two villagers still working on it, 3 idle behind that. And yeah, Rage did the problem of building castles at his back TC. Now SO out to clear up some of the Mamelukes. And let's see, to soothe some villagers, and I think he will get that castle up as well. And then it will be tough for Jitba. On the other side we have now Mangudai's out for the code. Let's take a look. He has 4 castles up, and yeah, it feels like Mangudai, shouldn't they win the game for them?
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is send one group of Mangudai over to support Jitba. To counter the Teutonic Knights. They should be fine.
Callan is now getting on a lot of Eagle Warriors and Plumed Archers, so the army is getting big. Now trying to get up some trade as well. Trying to get up some defense, or actually for now only getting up TCs.
Some nice onager shots against the mains.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's what he needs. Because without them, it's kind of hard against Mass Eagles especially. But he did a pretty good job there. Mass Cavaliers worked out far better than I expected him.
Well, it's mainly because Callan never went for halberdiers as well and just for a big push. No. And he didn't produce constantly. He only went for 5 barracks. If he goes for 9 barracks and full flood, then it's so much tougher for Orchid.
But still, I'm curious to see how Jitba will do now. He definitely needs some Mangudai help soon.
Yeah.
But Orchid can't really spare those Mangudais at the moment. He first needs to stabilize, and Callan is doing the right thing, running around, using the mobility of Mayans and cheap units. And he can split his army, whereas Orchid as a code can't. He really needs to keep those Mangudai and the onagers together.
Ooh, but now running into a castle, not that great. And yeah, the push of Rage just has to be very good here against the Saracens.
But he just needs like 15 Mangudai at least. Just a bit better. Callan now running into, well, what could be the trade area at some point.
Yeah, but still not even a market up so far. So he's just going for the raid against some gold spots for now. At the same time, trying to take some engagement against the Mangudais.
Well, that didn't work out too well, but those ratings are really annoying. It's tough with Mongols to counter those. He's now sending Mangudai back to stop them, and those Mangudai, Jitba would be really happy to have them.
But he's pushing with 3 castles against all the castles, 3 traps into all the castles here of Truce, so maybe if he gets all the 4 castles down, he is in a good spot.
Oh.
And now, yeah, you can't clear all those Gumdatas up, especially if some Eagle Warriors out there as well, and now just racing Mangudais.
Wasting a lot of Mangudai.
Yeah, that went pretty well for Callan here. Now killing all the traps in the front as well, and yeah, we probably underestimated the power of the Mayans.
Mains against Mongols are pretty annoying. Especially in the first, maybe 10 minutes. But still.
And it is easier when you can wall a lot and just play SO and Mangudais at one front, but this is played with no wall mod. So that is absolutely not an option. You need to run around a lot, and therefore Mayans are stronger than on your typical DM games.
Jitba struggling hard. And Orkut just doesn't have the time to send him Mangudai.
Take a look at all pop. Jitba only at 100. That's super low for double Arabia. Because it's so easy to just get out a lot of villagers, get out a lot of units.
Yeah, but he was raided by Callan. Well, let's see where the Mangudai army goes now. Guess he's sending them over now finally. He should be able to clear up the Teutonic fence there, but I have a lot of control now. And the next big eagle raid is coming in.
Yeah.
So the Mangudai are running back again. That's really just not. That's just not a nice scenario. Running after eagles with Mangudai, trying to clear them up.
Yeah.
Lose all the initiative. At least he sent like 10 Mangudais over.
Trade still not possible. But yeah, as we said before, you have double the amount of gold, so it's not as important. Oh, it's a beautiful split there.
He almost lost the Mangudai against Honored.
More eagle raids in the middle. Nice control here by Orkut though. He's really pulling back at so many fronts. That is really doing a reasonable job, I would say.
Problem is they can't get any trade up.
Yeah. Simply the push of rage here. What a beautiful pick there against the Saracens ban to go for Teutons.
Yeah, I guess the positions were a bit in their favor.
Yeah, you picked the Teutons to play against the Saracens. Yeah, and the Mains are pretty good against the Mongols, so...
they were lucky in that respect. And it's not that easy to switch. I mean, you can.
That's true. Teutons perform pretty poorly against Mongols and Malians against Saracens, so yeah, there was really a problem of positioning.
Yeah, it was. But I still feel they could have done better teamwork. Like, just imagine if Jitba had sent a couple of Mamelukes over to help against the Eagles, and Orkut could have just sent, no matter how much raiding and stuff was going on, could have sent at least a couple of Mamelukes, because the first big push by Blue, by Rage, was mostly just due to the fact that Jitba didn't have one single counter unit to the Teutonic Knights.
Yeah.
And like 10 Mangudai almost stops them. Of course you have to watch them closely then, but That would have made quite a difference.
Yeah, probably.
But it's, I mean, it's easy to say when you're watching it.
Yeah, and remember guys, it's still played on fast speed, so the control is just so much tougher than on your normal game you're playing. And yeah.
Yeah, and Callan really knows how to raid and put pressure on someone. Actually, this might be the first Maya win in the tournament. I'm not sure if I haven't really watched the last rounds. But when last time I checked, when we were in semi-finals, I think all the times someone picked Mayans actually lost. Maybe I missed one.
Oh, that looks like a clear up from Orchid here. Let's take a look. Rage could get some good hits off. Oh, not really. Not really.
Yeah, just, I mean, it buys him some time, but still looks really bad. Now they're trying to do a short distance trade at least. Should have started that a lot earlier, in my opinion.
Still have access to a lot of gold though.
Yeah, that's true.
But
they still could have easily started earlier. Nice snipe on those traps. Jitbar's Hassa is doing a good job there.
Oh, even getting some SO maybe.
Now trying desperately to kill Teutonic Knight. Need like 200 Hassas for that, but he got another trap.
Oh, but big shot.
Oi!
There, but
Next shot will be deadly, they're already low HP now.
Oh, and there we have one shot!
Oi!
And more shots coming in! Oi, down to 2 Mangonite on that front.
He already complained about the game being laggy before.
Yeah.
I can't mic from my mind. Oh.
Yeah, but why can he...
Get to the trade down south, but lost it. The Mangonite without killing a single trade unit.
What? A single? Wow, yeah.
No, the single one because he was in the wrong spot and the Eagles were there immediately.
Okay.
He already, you can see the corpses, he already had to pass a couple of castles.
Yeah.
So it was complete waste. Thanks, this looks GG.
Yeah, Teutonic Knights continuing to push in. Now Villagers trying to tear down this CC. Desperately trying to defend the code with Mangonite here to save this CC, but the CC might still go down. Game deciding move.
Yeah. Not sure what they do now.
Well, they want to get Mameluke Mangonite SO combo. It is nice on paper, but yeah, the question is how long can you hold it with that little trait?
Problem is really the mobility, and I'm just checking the gold collected stats. And, the Mayan player, Callan, has more gold collected than the entire opponent team.
Okay.
34k to 14 and 16k. And even Rage has a lot more than the other team, more than 20k.
Okay.
And they don't have much trade profit yet. It's just lots of gold spots and of course Mayan bonus.
Yeah, and yeah, Rage still has the opportunity to get more gold spots. So has Callan. So absolutely, they are absolutely fine on that regard. Now
so
the
he can
push
really
is real
afford
though.
to waste lots of eagles, which he's doing right now. But he's still killing a bit. And if you're just so superior in gold count, you can just afford to play like that.
Mangonite, Jitba is really not happy with the micro of Orchid as well. He's just trying to patrol in the back now. Yeah, will fight back against the Teutonic Knights, but is that what they need? Not really. More raids on the gold spots here, and let's take a look at the gold amount. 7k for Callan, 3k for Rage, Jitba with 2k, and Orchid down to 300.
Now losing Mangonite again against Onis. And Jitba never managed to get any real pop, right? I think the maximum he had was 140 or something at some point. Was always under too much pressure.
Now the Mangodites from the code on the other side trying to defend against Eagles. But Callan, clever as he is, realizes, okay, I cannot take that fight. Let's raid some gold spots again. But that gold is empty now as well. So that won't matter for long. Trying to get better markets up? No.
Because how do you explain why Mamelukes do so bad against Teutonic Knights? I mean, we all know it's because of different armor types, but just looking at it like in a real world situation, are their sabers too big to fit into the tiny holes in the armor, whereas the Mangudai know exactly where to aim?
Well, yeah, probably because like it's more pointy, so they can get through the armor.
Aim at the eyes.
Yeah, something like that.
Saber is just stuck in there, and because Mangudai also have a lot of arrows, and Mimes probably only have 2 sabers to throw.
Okay, now the push continues here. And Mangudai always needs to retreat. Now, no SO out here as well. And the next guy complaining about that. This is not the Greek flag. I know that it's not the Greek flag, guys.
So,
seems like a lot of Jitba fans around here who really want to see a complete Greek flag. And how many
I'm
castles?
just picturing a guy in heavy armor running around with 99 sabers sticking in his armor. He's still alive.
Yeah. And now remember, Mon could go like and wave with the stick behind him and yeah, remove those 99 sabers as well. And markets went down, Jitba trying to get the markets up again, and it's looking worse and worse for them.
No way to come back now.
Yeah, it's only like a fourth of the whole map only.
They need really gold intensive units, and they're losing too much ground, losing too many castles.
Oh, the QueNDi's maxed out the turret and also combination here at 126, 151. Now even going for some hand cannoneers to counter against the Teutonic Knights. Not the greatest option ever. Obviously giving you some attack bonus, but you want to have stronger units out in deathmatch for sure. Now look at how poorly the trade is running. We can take a look. It only gives you 17 gold per ride. And yeah, all the trade cards blocking each other as well. Trying to get further markets up now again to 29. But the raid is coming in instantly. More raids in the front. Traps killing more and more TCs. I pop 115, completely out of rest. Look at that food, look at that gold. Could get one more TC up and has still some Mangudais left. And Mangudais, yes, they are cost efficient, but simply it doesn't matter about cost efficiency anymore. It's mainly just pure mass now. And overall gold income would be so much more important.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are they still in the game?
No idea. Maybe they're making plans for the next games. Taking a shower.
Trying to wear out the enemies.
Yeah, maybe.
Market now going down any second, and there's no backup market. So all the trade cards now idle. As you can see, Jitba's down and it's over again. Jitba said it as well. Orchid couldn't agree more, and I can't fight this very strong army, he wanted to say. And yeah, looks like the score is 1-1.
It is. Can you do me a favor and try to switch to TeamSpeak once?
Yeah, sure.
Because I had some lags now again, so let's just try that one out.
So we will switch into TeamSpeak. And oops, I couldn't show you the stats, but yeah, you know, main stats would have been the gold income. I can take a look at the overall stats. It was trade profit 26k for QueNDi, 4k for Jitba and Orchid. So that was pretty slim for them. You didn't doubt Marion Power. Yes, I did. And yeah, oh boy, was I proven wrong. and sometimes I like to be proven wrong. Like in this case. And let's hear if that's better now. Okay, Shine, you're still muted here?
Yep, I just had to connect the microphone.
Okay, I can hear you totally fine.
Okay, good.
And I will...
Yeah, I think the only... let's see. So feeling it could have been Skype causing the problem.
Okay, we will see. And we will jump into the next
Okay, where's the
floor.
link?
And the next map will be Ghost Lake.
Okay.
So
Is
what's the
there
main
anything
difference?
special about that map?
Yeah, that's my question indeed. What's the main difference here between Arabia and Ghost Lake, for example?
I guess a bit slower civs have more of a chance to survive because you can't build up in the middle because there's a big ice area where you can't put buildings. Oh, they can see the bands?
Yeah, but only
Well, we too.
Yeah, they can see the bands.
Well, actually, there are no surprises anyway, but for the last civs, there will be. I don't know, maybe he's in... Yeah, of course, because he's in spec mode as well, if we can see them. Because he didn't join... okay, now I get the system. Okay, so we have Kells against Saracens on the bans. So will we see Kells and Saracens picked now? Probably.
I'm already at the next stage, so if QueNDi going for Celts, Spanish for HorseForce, now Spanish ban for
okay.
HorseForce. And we should see a ban of Saracens now? Maybe?
So they ban Saracens to go Spanish and not have them as a counter, I see.
Okay.
So what will... Okay. Interesting, sis.
What? Did I miss something?
Mongols Celts against Spanish Teutons.
Okay, yeah, I'm just waiting for the Mongols pick, but... Okay, Mongols Celts against Spanish Teutons. That feels better for Mongols Celts, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think it depends a bit on the positions and stuff, but it's interesting. Of course, a big Celt Mongol army is really tough to beat. But Spanish and Teutons both have paladins. They have siege as well. They have better trade. They have a couple of nice options.
Bombard cannons.
Yeah, exactly. Can both go mass bombard cannons and just have the superior technology. Wow.
That's interesting. I really don't know what... It feels like very even shifts from the strengths.
I'm not sure. I think Mongols might struggle if they're pretty close position against Spanish, for example.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trouble, and Teuton can also come double, and Celt will just need a couple of minutes to build up. If Mongol has a relatively safe spot, then I think they should do pretty fine.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Legacy Cup loser bracket finals. Best of 7 now down to best of 5. You don't tend to see bomber towers in expert DM games. Is this some sort of rule? Yes. No bomber towers in any DM Pro games, and in this very tournament, not even walls. But bomber towers just slow down the game way too much, and it's not very entertaining. So basically, all the top pros agreed it doesn't really make sense to play them.
Even in casual deathmatch games, they're usually not allowed except if you play random civs.
Exactly. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. Isn't it like the balancing patch? Don't they have that a bomber tower takes one pop.
Oh, interesting approach.
Oh, where did I get this idea from? Or was it? I think it was one of the balancing patches.
I haven't really followed those, but interesting concept.
Yeah. So speculating started, guys. Less than 1.5 minutes till we are in game number 3. Ghost Lake. Game number 4 will be 1v1 simultaneously. That's going to be interesting as well.
I'm really hyped for this one. Could be
It
pretty
will
fun.
be interesting. Yeah, it could be really short against the Mongols there.
Yeah.
But could also be like Celts coming over, Celts pushing at the same time while the Mongols is dying.
Yeah.
But that's better for Teutons and Spanish, I would say.
What's also interesting about Ghost Lake is that the late game tends to be, especially with no walls, but even with if you can wall, tends to be a lot about raiding trade, because you can't. Sometimes you can. It really depends on map luck, but usually you can't entirely protect your trade because the ice will come relatively close to the edge of the map.
Mhm.
So you can't build outposts there or anything, and so you tend to get surprised by Mangudai hordes coming to raid your trade.
Yeah, and it's just like you can't put 8 castles down there because it will block your trade too much
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it really depends. Sometimes you can.
Yeah, but like never in front. The walls as well, and it seems like they paused in game.
Yeah, or maybe even a restart or something.
Oh,
sure.
restart, they might come back.
Hmm.
And no. If it's a restart, you'd still go into the game. I'm pretty sure.
True. Yeah, unless they do it in the first minute. But still.
Neely, when is the next big deathmatch tournament Viper and Bender are meant to be into again? Well, Bender can't compete with the top guys.
But he is in one right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in one, the Rising Star. So
he's the rising star.
Bender's one of the rising stars at the moment. And the Viper won't play a deathmatch tournament if it isn't for a lot of money. And so
you can actually change that, Johnny 2K2.
Indeed, if you want to see Viper and Bender play, just donate $5,000 or like $2,000 for a weekend tournament or something, and then we can make it happen.
Yeah, that's probably what it takes to get lazy Viper to play some deathmatch.
Well, yeah. That's true. He isn't really enjoying deathmatch too much at the moment, I believe. I didn't see his 24 hours part of deathmatch. And yeah, they're coming back, guys, so get unhyped.
Oh.
Just $5,000, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt to double that amount, but have to start somewhere.
Okay, we will jump into the game, but don't get overexcited, guys. I think we will not see the game run out.
Oh, I can still see how they
Celts
start.
And Mongols again. Mongols against Teutons. We have Spanish against Celts at the top. And that looks like a lot of landmass for both teams. And 2 extra goals here for Orchid in the back.
Actually, quite. Well, the bad position for Mongols didn't occur, like being really close to Spanish. I mean, he could still walk over there. Alright, but had some lag problems.
Yeah, feels like it.
Seems like it's not only me today.
Greek lag. That's why we don't have a full flag, because Greek doesn't have a full internet connection.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're out of the game. Can you check?
I will check. Yep, they are.
Okay. So to ask more of Johnny's questions, is there any stream vid where I can catch Bender's games? The new ones? No one's covering that tournament. And he used to be so good at my times, lol. If your times are before 2009, yes, he was top 2
even
for
further back.
10 years. Yeah. But yeah, in the old days, he was the best player in the world for sure.
And then other people started catching up.
Yeah, like this Jit Bucket.
He's still pretty decent,
Yeah,
especially in team games.
yeah.
But he just enjoys playing
Black
Black
Forest.
Forest, random map with random 1700 too much.
4v4, 1600 plus, random teams, random tips. And he plays 3 of them in a row. It's incredible how he can do that. I
Maybe
really
even
can't
more.
understand. Yeah. Well, they take 3 hours, right?
Well, each to each their own. He enjoys it. Why not?
And he's
I
so
actually played a deathmatch tournament together with him 2 years ago, I think, on Steam when
think it's
or
longer.
3 years in when the Age of Empires HD version on Steam came out was out pretty recently, and there was a small tournament sponsored by some actually older deathmatch clan as well. But how was it called? I can't. I'll remember in a sec maybe.
Zuno.
Nope. But there were some old schoolers playing in it, like Suno Daywalker, who's still active today.
Yeah.
And Bender and me actually managed to win it, but mostly by death wins because most of the people didn't even manage to schedule and show up for games.
Just DM things.
And bomber towers were allowed there, so it was pretty messy
Okay.
Team Island action. Lots of bomber towers and ships.
Okay.
And we won $200, I think. So
Sweet. Congrats for that, mate. I think I played a Michi tournament with him, and he didn't boom fast enough, so we died every game.
yeah, but that was random maps. Huh?
Yeah, that was random map. And then
Keep your random map content to yourself.
the two of us actually played the M2v2 tournament. I played from Vegas with like 13-inch monitor, and we still won 2 games in under 7 minutes. But now we can jump into this very game. One villager going down here, small win, and yeah, Mongol seems like he will get a lot of stuff out here, and he has a nice clump up, or actually like 2 buildings he needs under construction, and then he's totally fine here.
Yeah, looks nice. I guess that's a safe way to start it.
Yeah.
And he's in the good position of being against Teutons, which aren't really good against Mongols in the long run.
Yeah.
And doesn't have a Spanish who's close. Oh, right now, I'd say with those positions, I'd give a slight edge to Mongols and Celts, but it really depends how they play it out.
Let's see how they will. Castles are getting up. Look at that, 4 castles already. More than 40% each.
Callan lost 3 or 4 wills, now 4 wills.
He's down to 5 indeed, so probably even down 5 wills.
Yeah, he was housed a lot. He didn't lose
okay.
so many, he's still housed.
Okay.
He lost
And
all the
he's not
house wills.
blowing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might
that
even
hurts.
lose another one. No.
I think the position is big enough that he should be fine once he has the castles up. Let's see. The distance was big enough.
More castles are on the way for the coach here. Pop 30 only pop 29 now against pop 77. That's like a small rewind of the Atacama game.
I'm a bit confused that they didn't even try to double. Now Jitba is sending some Teutonic Paladins over. 7
Paladins, yeah. And yeah, what is this here? Pop 25 against pop 76. So the 7
Is it a pause again?
Yeah, it is. They're 1.5 minutes behind.
Replying to the chat. Yeah, he sometimes plays deathmatch with us still, but rarely. He mostly plays random map. And actually, he hasn't been back because he's never been gone. Seriously, he's been playing since for the last 17 years.
Yeah.
Not always 100% active, but he's always kind of been around.
Yeah, but it's funny how like he disappeared from the scene. Like in the old days, we were in TeamSpeak with him like 6 hours a day, and now
make it 12.
Yeah, well, I had one summer with him. It was the summer of
16 high.
2003, I believe, where I played 6 weeks straight every day. So that was like at least 40 days, maybe 45 days. Every day we played 10 hours. like, I'm not kidding. Without a single day stop, it was my summer holidays. I didn't fly. My parents did go to work and went for holidays. I stayed at home, and we played every single day of my whole summer holidays. Every day, standing up, going to bed, and yeah. But it wasn't 69. It was 2003, I believe. Just shortly before I joined 2.
Yeah. Those was the crazy times when Bender was dominating random map.
Yeah.
Due to his deathmatch skills mostly, because he used trade properly, which many people didn't back then.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff, actually, which is natural for everyone nowadays.
Yeah.
So you always knew you had a chance to come back within the team late game. Oh, is it continuing?
Yeah, it is. Some shots now to the right hand side. Still pop
Okay.
25 only
And
here.
is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and now Vote Riders obviously won't be the perfect answer here. Let's take a look. Now even more raids
and
in the
really
back
nice.
here.
Just barely. Rage was anticipating the double, but his camel just barely missed the paladins coming in.
And now they're running behind
Wow.
some Harvarders. And this is looking so bad. More villagers going down. Now again back to
Camel
4
down,
villagers.
Yeah.
Slowly gets an
But
army
will
here.
they manage to kill him? Rams coming in, traps coming in, lots of traps coming in. 6
Ooh.
traps coming in.
That's so
Wow.
much. Jitba
That
sending
could
some in.
actually work.
It's so many camels per rage now. Keep the pressure. Some workshops on my base. Yeah. And yeah, they absolutely want to keep on producing. I think staying on Harbor, this was an option to play against the camel double there as well. And now the 3 traps for the first castle, 3 traps for the second castle. And then we have Callan probably housed again. And now he's popped to pop 60, but then he's not producing any. He's only at 6 villagers. And yeah, that will spell trouble for him.
There's a main problem for HorseForce right now is that Jitba can't really double because his units are so slow.
No husbandry, and yeah, he's sending on everything though. And the
look where
castle
he's
is.
building his workshop to give Oni support. That's the problem of Ghost Lake.
Yeah, where do you really go? Yeah, that's so true.
Because right now, if he had like 2 or 3 onagers there to kill the scorpions, that would change everything.
And the mega dice now of the traps went down, and suddenly the 2 probably better late game civilizations stabilized a bit. We still have Jitba being very annoying, and yeah, the big corner control here by HorseForce obviously is super good. They start the trade. For them, everything is going right, but they can keep up the pressure, can take more hills, and keep on all the raids in the middle.
Yeah, and keep in mind that the Spanish trade bonus is such a big advantage as well, so they're not that far ahead in late game, I feel. Mongol and Cal team.
Okay, the code now trying to get up more siege workshop to the side. 10% sure that's the best idea ever now. And a bit low on paladins if you ask me. Maybe a bit too many conquistadors there.
And a nice raiding now coming in by Rage.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna struggle to stop those raidings. I mean, Teutons really struggle to do that. Because their paladins are so slow. So now Code probably has to send some paladins there. Already losing his first trade cards. Jitba is going now, but it's really annoying. And now Callan has a nice number of Scorps out. And no Onis yet to stop him.
Some produced, but very defensively. Oh, nice positioning here by the Mango Dice. The Paladins even running back.
Paladins going crazy.
The patrol not really running well, and yeah, therefore the trade at the absolute minimum here.
Ay.
Where's the advantage in this game?
But like they had the chance to really kill Callan, but I'm not sure if Jitba played it right tactically. He still tried to push against the Mongol without doing a lot of damage. Maybe he should have sent more over to double early on. I'm not sure. He did send 2 groups of paladins. But if he had given Oni support earlier, it would have been a big difference.
Yeah, I believe so as well. Let's see, maybe some ground attack now against the Vote Riders here. No, not really, but As also can do some damage. Callan's army won't do much once the SO
Oh,
get over
actually
there.
now Jinpa needs to move his SO. Ah, no, he is. But he might lose them. They're not coming in. That's a perfect spot.
Yeah.
Actually, the bombard cannons are doing a good job.
Yeah, like I predicted before, now another Mangudai ride coming in.
Ah, one good shot, please. Now the paladins should be able to clear it up.
Yeah, well, that's a nice defense, and Callan lost a lot there. It felt like 80
But
army. or
Mangudai
something.
raiding the trade again.
Yeah. And no SO around, more paladin
More
coming
paladins
in.
coming, but they're still killing quite a lot there.
One SO as well. Maybe just place 5 SO at random spots there. Might help a bit. Same time we have the clear up of all those castles here at the side. And
Teutons against Mongols is so ugly in any case, especially if you can't wall.
yeah. Now let's see SO not
Oh
in range.
god, such a bad SO shot.
Yeah, was hitting the mining camp there.
Yeah, well he hit the one Mangudai in front of the mining camp, that's what it
Yeah.
looked like.
Yeah.
Oh man. Incredible how much value he's getting out of those 12 Mangudai now.
Yeah, but Mangudais are designed to do exactly that. Be mobile, do damage. But now, whoops! And that should be the shot from the clear up. Another attack here coming in for Callan, and it's so tough to clear that up cost efficiently when you're playing.
And Jitba is struggling on the main front as well, because it's so hard. You can't really protect. You're just too slow. You can't really protect your traps and stuff because Mongol onagers will always out micro you. So
Oh, that was a nice defense here. Yeah.
nice ratings by the code against Callan, who's struggling because he lost so much in the start. He had to waste so many resources. He's on 100 wood right now. And
not a lot of
struggling to get his economy up. He needs a couple of minutes now to recover.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he patrolled in through the middle for so much. Again, he lost like 40 units there. And I think he killed
I guess
one
that's his
castle.
style, and it did give him a bit of time. But those ratings really hurt him right now. Nice ratings. Rage bought them a lot of time with those Mangudai, but now I feel like... why is he even keeping the big group of Mangudai at home? There's no need to.
Yeah, probably scared of a big ram go
because-
from the Teutons.
Yeah, I mean, Teuton can't kill him quickly anyway, so why doesn't he just keep on sending the Mangudai over?
Yeah, so he could at
Now
the moment.
Callan is patrolling to the other side.
Yeah, but that, maybe one loss of a
Oh,
castle.
next Paladin raid incoming. That's really difficult now for Callan.
Let's take a
Because he
look.
doesn't have the economy to make enough halberdiers to counter.
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe he does, but for the next group he won't.
Well, he's only at 68 villages at the moment, and
He has 5 farms.
get
running.
some resources. Oh yeah.
Some idle farms.
And yeah, Jitba just loses one siege workshop, sees the attack coming in time, is going for some Teutonic Knights, and yeah, that will be a successful defense as well.
Ah,
Like just sending in
actually that worked out better than I thought, with the help of a bit of castle fire and stuff, and Paladins attacking the trade cards and losing to halbs.
Yeah, but still, that just means the next
But he's
attack
still
will be coming
really
in.
low.
Yeah.
He should move some of his stone vills to wood, I guess.
Yeah, going to the next stone spot. And he has a lot of items as well, right? Yeah.
Let's see, next Mangudai raid incoming.
40%.
But
I
next
know.
Paladin raids incoming as well, those could be... Ah, okay, and they meet up.
And Rage now retreating, some villagers going into the GC. And we have a big ram attack prepared on the left hand side as well. Let's take a look where he finds an angle.
Wow, I'll just compare the resources gathered at this time. Like the code has 8,000 food collected already, while Rage has 800 and True has 980.
And Jitba?
Like 5k.
Okay.
So that's a big difference because they had so much pressure on them at the start, especially Callan. He just didn't have the time to build a proper economy early on because he had to concentrate on getting any army out. So that's why it's looking relatively good now. But keep in mind, one Mangudai raid at the right time can turn this around in
and
a
there's
second.
still no castles. Like one castle over here at the cliff would be so good.
Yeah, definitely.
But even then, yeah, there's so
there's
many
lots
spots.
of spaces
Yeah,
which
yeah.
are completely unprotected.
Yeah. But you need to find those first.
Yeah, that's true as well. And Jitba and Code do have quite a bit of stone. They could use it. Ah, what I don't like again is the lacking Oni support. Jitba does have one or two onagers there, but their communication doesn't seem to be on point, and building champs is really stupid. I'm sorry. Sorry, Orchid. I like you, but going champs at this point doesn't make any sense.
Well, it does make sense if you want to give your enemies false hope and then destroy them even harder. So that's a strat.
Well, I guess if the champions come really close to the Mangudai, they can maybe take down one. Good about it. Okay, Mangudai raid coming in. Running past an onager, but no, he's nice control, taking one little shot, but at least they've been spotted.
Oh, beautiful! No, it was a wall. Yeah,
oh god, he could have walled it easily, couldn't he? I mean, he had lots of time to react.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know how
coming
laggy
from the
it
wrong
is,
side. Yeah, it has to be laggy, I believe. Like, we didn't see the greatest micro here.
Now the paladin's going the wrong way.
You're a bit behind, I believe.
Okay, I'll speed it up. Okay, yeah, I was. Now I'm back. Okay, actually that raid went pretty okay. Mangudai didn't kill much, but when you're chasing Mangudai with lots of paladins, you're not doing much anything else.
Even deleting a TC there to build another castle. I'm not sure if I like that.
Why not? Okay, Kellen really has time to recover now. Still low in pop though. Needs a bit more economy.
Yeah, both economies only at 70 villagers here.
Like right now, if all the paladins Orchid has, like 60, were at one point in the trade, would probably be GG. Because Kellen doesn't have much resources. Many resources, and it's like top 130. 70 wills. Let's see if they manage to kill something.
And Rage now losing a lot of Mangudai to the right hand side as well. Another raid through the middle coming in again, but yeah, just single SO doing some job.
Oh, nice paladins also in the trade. Okay, no, he doesn't have some. He doesn't control them, right? But no, another raid on the upper markets of Kellen's place.
At the same time, some rams coming in. Or rather, defense. And some trade cards going down for sure. Push to the middle, now denied by the coach. Maybe one caster under threat, but no, not way too much army out.
Trade profit is relatively even so far. Slight edge for HorseForce.
That's surprising to me.
Due to Spanish trade, but
maybe
Rage really did a lot of trades early on.
Yeah.
He had 5 markets up early. So.
Okay, Rage now coming in to clear up against the attack here of the coach.
And he needs to, because Kellen can't handle that right now.
Yeah, only a 450. Another caster coming in, and you can see Spanish. Ooh, lots of paladins inside.
That's lots of paladins.
And there's no halberdier buffer at the moment. It's Scorpion Mangudai.
A few halberdiers running around in the north. Wow.
Paladins need to retreat. That means more rams are doing a lot of damage against the castles here. It seems like the code wants to get up another castle at this spot. Now the SO push, and of all those paladins, and SO can climb those hill and get this castle up, then it's looking pretty good to get a nice push into the trade run in. Let's take a look. Most of the SO died, and I'll correct myself. All of the SO died here from Jitbar at his front. Rage and Kellen, I wanted to say, leading in points, but it's neck and neck still here.
Rage spent a lot of time on his side with an entire group of Mangudai killing 2 traps. I'm not sure if that was the right decision. Could have maybe sent them over earlier.
Uh-oh, the next castle coming in from the code. He wants to go into next game number 4, leading to 1 and killing
Wow,
another
that
castle.
push looks really good. I mean, gonna be hard to... If Jitba now uses all his Onis right and goes forward.
We have a 70 Mangudai defense now though, so I think they will clear it up for now, but another castle.
But he has like 8 siege onagers there. He just needs to move them up to the castles and then they can't really stop them. Orkut is already asking for them.
Yeah, and all the villagers in the castle. It seems like they can keep up the trade for now, but what is missing are traps, some SO from True as well, and yeah, something to kill
he has no
the
food.
Onis.
He's really
Take a look, Oni shots now against the Mangudais. No micro of them at this point. Some more shots over the trees. Only 4 Onis left, but lots of Mangudais dying now, and that should be it pretty soon. Now more paladins coming in from the code, and we might see GG any second. All the SO died. Some rams to clear up the castles, but 3 castles up. Another siege workshop in the making, and that has to be the GG moment here any second.
Yep.
Also asking for more res. Mangudai is trying to defend. He's sending another 40. The waypoint should have been up here at this very spot ages ago. Another castle, and there's no chance of True ever getting back into the good eco. And GG coming in. 2-1. HorseForce.
Yeah, the key was really keeping Kellen from... By the way, nice that it worked. I think it was a Skype problem after all. Okay. Yeah, I guess the key was really keeping Kellen's economy down. I feel like his maximum will count was around 85 or something. I mean, of course, in the stats it shows more because he also has trade, but he really struggled to get wood and food economy up. Paladins of Orkut just did a wonderful job raiding there, keeping him busy.
Yeah. That's a true.
Okay, so which one-on-one do you want to see? Franks or Mongols?
Please make sure to allow blades back so that we can jump into the game. Exclamation mark. Okay.
I'll just be right back at the drinks. Back in a sec.
I think we want to see Jitba against Kellen, right? I think that's... Yeah, Jitba against Kellen. I think that's better. So, how it works now. We have the 2 players playing 2 1v1s. It will be Kellen versus Jitba, Franks on Prairie, and it will be Mongols on GA, Orkut against Wayne, so QueNDi Rage. And whoever wins both of those games gets 1 point on the leaderboard. If it's 1-1, we go into Decider Hans GA. So win 2 out of 3 of those games. The 2 winners will play in the 3rd game, obviously. And now we stay in Kellen against Jitba. Probably the number 1 and number 2 in the world. Maybe number 1 and number 3. Something like that. But for sure both being top 3 in the world. No doubt about that. They're playing it. They are playing it simultaneously. Okay. So that's even better for us as the spectators. So we will see Kellen against Jitba first and Orkut against Wayne afterwards. Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so Prairie, which means they would start with Prairie 2 Franks. Light cuff.
Yeah. So honestly, I think Kellen is a huge favorite here. I myself played, I don't want to over exaggerate, but probably 150 games of the first 4 minutes Franks against Keller. We really trained for roughly a week, every game, 20 shots.
So you just did it with Hans. Why are you still so bad with Franks then?
It's just Frank's Prairie first 4 minutes. Yeah, it was it was a standard settings at the DM World Cup.
I feel that Prairie might give him an edge against Jitba here because there's no hills.
Yeah,
And his strength is really patrolling, doing good economy, getting on the map, and whereas Jitba isn't much slower, of course, but he definitely loves camping hills and playing controlled offensive. Maybe we can call it like that, like taking important hills.
We will see, because now the game is live. It is game number 4. It is the one we want now. QueNDi True, probably the best player in the world, against Jitba, the legend, the tyrant. Here on Frank's War on Prairie. With me is to shine.
Hello.
So Prairie, you said before, no hills here, totally flat land, control of wood is important, control of relics as well. Where are those? More on the base of Jitba. We are starting with 2 light cav. Let's see how they're starting. This is a likely map to see a restart as well. Jitba, nice defense. And this looks like both not doing a lot of damage with their light cav compared to what you can do normally.
Yeah. I guess it's due to the fact that both players really concentrated on doing perfect build and didn't see them controlling their light cav perfectly, because it's just more important to get all the buildings up perfectly. And
not the perfect start here by Kellen, and surprisingly he's only going for 3 stables, then adding racks. And Jitba has so many stables
actually he's
already.
going for 6 stables.
Yeah.
He just hasn't got them up yet.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, he only had 3 up when Jitba already had 7 up.
Yeah, we will see, that reflecting in a lot of raiding power and army power soon. And now
so the pop is almost equal, but...
4 more wills for Kellen. 5 more wills for Kellen.
Oh wow.
The second wave of Paladins really doing a lot of damage, and you can see the build-up is just so tight by Kellen. And
really nice build-up. Jitba barely got any villagers there.
Yeah.
Got 1 or 2 maybe, but...
And you can see the build-up is so much more open for Jitba, and you can see another villager dying here.
Oh yeah.
And Kellen doing exactly what I told him how to play this.
Oh.
So, Jitba is so much better when it comes to the overall military count. But now we have 3 castles up against 1 castle up. The build-up is still pretty down open.
That's crazy. He lost so many villagers, but of course he didn't. He lost less. He didn't even lose less units. He just produced more.
Yeah. So 2 more villagers only now for Kellen. But he's getting the gold. He has 3 castles up. He is in X-Men production. And those in the back are just so cost efficient here.
You have to keep in mind that if Kellen gets under early pressure, he's dead, because he has his main gold spot in front and another gold spot right there. Whereas Jitba has more defensive gold spots to fall back to.
Yeah, but he has all the castles up, so fighting under the...
And he's not behind. I mean, just if he would have really messed up in the start, would have been tough to come back.
Some sweet raids coming in, just, splitting some paladins.
Kellen going for 4 monasteries. I'm not sure if he really wanted that. Why not 5? I mean, there's 5 relics.
Well, they are pretty open, so I think it's not the worst option. And you can see the patrol is going to the left-hand side, where we have 1 extra gold spot, 1 extra stone spot, and 3 of the relics. So they actually want to fight towards that direction. I'm surprised to not see any castles over there yet.
Jitba with some nice ratings on the monasteries.
But yeah, monastery is not really producing too much. Only 1 relic picked up now. And let's see, Jitba is going for 1 monastery at this time. So who has the
Jitba
advantage?
is taking really bad fights in the middle though. already the second bad fight. Now he's retreating with his last X-Man, but... now Kellen built a market. Probably going to sell wood.
Right here on the left hand side, let's take a look. Wood price.
He just sold 2k.
42. And even has some farming going on already at minute 10. And now a big fight in the middle. Looks better for Jitba if you ask me, because he has so many more paladins. All the Halberdiers now dead, and Kellen needs to retreat with those axemen, or will lose all of them. This looks like a very good fight here for our player from Greece.
Really good economy going on already. Almost twice the villagers.
Yeah,
and he had one paladin raiding in Jitba's economy as well, which slowed him down even more.
And snacking one of the 3 relics, so he will have 3 in the end. At least.
No. Yeah, that was a big military win for Jitba now, but eco-wise he's behind. Still lots of time to catch up, though.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it's not just a pure villager count, or also the food economy already running and stuff.
How the farms are set up simply. It just takes so much time to do.
He just needs to build that one mill.
Yeah.
But really the fight for the gold spots on the sides are really open. Jitba now building a castle on the left side to take control of that area, which is really crucial. Because it also protects the space a bit more, gives more space to build food economy. If he has a
big
forward
raid
base
coming in from Jitba here. And he can kill a lot of villagers.
Jitba also tried to wall on the right hand side. Actually managed to with 2 stables, for the barracks weren't close.
Yeah.
And now some paladin raiding coming into his food economy, which is really... That really hurts in Frank's war.
Oh yeah, and he's just trying to get the food up there. Let's take a look. Jitba at 55 food at the moment. So
yep.
That's really ugly.
That hurts. And Kellen already has 2k food collected to 150 of Jitba. Those few, I mean, just a few farms he had early on, but he's already had them for like 6 minutes.
And that's so good in Frank's war. Frank's war, obviously, especially on Prairie, being dictated by a very tough start, so many paladins raiding your villagers, and then to still have some over and get into the faster food eco. Just, yeah, beautiful play here. Jitba cannot really control the side. Now getting somewhat into food eco, and as we can see, stuck on 3 food for quite some time now.
What's Jitba's best option now? Maybe doing 1 or 2 cannons to win some time?
Yeah, I think that's what he needs to go for. And...
Oh, nice ratings again by Kellen. I feel like he really has this game under control right now. He has 3 relics, he has a superior economy. If he can push the gold spot on the left and also control the one on the right, which he's doing right now, I really see him winning this. And he still has an option to get another relic on the left.
Oh, well, that's very heavily fought for, and
I'm just saying Jitba doesn't have it yet.
Well, Jitba's standing in the monk, and I think it will be his.
Coming.
But actually 2 monks of Kellen as well, and he has a bigger army at the moment. Pop 200 against 170. You can see how many units are fighting for that one relic here.
Yeah.
But he is taking engagement at the front. Pretty reasonable for that late stage. 2 monks now going for it. Jitba's pulling another castle at that time, and now Kellen is trying to take that engagement. Monk at the front trying to heal. The other monk sneaking around, and that's a very good fight for Kellen at the same time.
I tell you?
Yeah, you're ahead this time in the game. Another castle coming up, and that's 180 against 130.
Oh, this looks pretty over, but let's see what Jitba can still do.
One guaranteed extra gold spot for Kellen, and the other one is pretty neutral for now, but looks to be controlled by... if we go into the long game by Jitba, if we lose that castle here, Then it's looking pretty tough for our player from Greece now, losing the STC, losing another trap, and he simply doesn't have the eco up. Military countdown 19 to 30, tripling the army amount, going for another stone, going for some halberdiers with the mill. I'm not 100% sure what's that about. And yeah, just push continues now. Another defensive cast here by Callan, could go for some traps, and he's in full control of this game. Was relic touchdown.
Nice play by Callan. I guess those first villager ratings were really crucial, giving him an edge in early economy and yeah, allowing him to control the map.
Yeah. So much about the start in those Franks war on Prairie.
What can Jitba do now?
Well, he can get a huge food eco and now go for just a stronger army.
I guess he needs to take really good fights now. That's what he can do.
Then
he managed to catch up in food economy now, by the way, because he just has more wills.
okay.
More wills out. Callan stopped at some point. He didn't make new wills.
Yeah, the food eco looks fine for Jitba.
Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe he needs another castle or two for protection in the back, like at least one.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see. He needs to take really good fights and maybe try to take back the gold spots, but
I think he needs to push towards the top now. Let's try to get like 1.5k more gold out there. And then push towards the relics. That has to be the idea, I would say. He's waiting to get that big army rolling.
He still has lots of...
Axeman, maybe some Onis would be an option. Now sending in the paladins.
Yeah,
I think he could have taken a better fight when he had all his paladins around. Now taking the engagement a bit too early, if you ask me. And it looks like Callan is taking a bit of a better fight simply because he has more paladins at the front.
Yeah. And Jitba actually has the same amount of paladins, but they just... I think he missed Patrician.
He was chasing the two paladins from the side,
yeah,
and he just
why.
went to the bottom, and therefore all the paladins were missing at the front. Now he's taking the engagement he could have taken earlier. At the same time, now he lost his castle in exchange, and more paladins coming in. Look at that stream of units here.
Now Callan is going for bombard cannons, by the way. Which is just a really cost-effective unit. And there's not mass paladins in the field anymore.
And take a look at the resources of Callan here. He keeps on producing, and he has a nice amount of army as well. Some onagers now as well. And he's killing the traps, and that's lacking some buffers if you ask me, but that's only the waypoint. He still has enough army. And if Jitba isn't pushing out of here, just the gold amount that will give Callan the win.
It's pretty interesting how Callan is playing this. Just note how he keeps his economy pretty low. He's not doing like 120 villagers or something. He's rather trying to perfect his food economy, but not over booming, and allowing him to build a really big army.
The onager shots against the villagers or against the axemen, the castle. Good by Jitba some time if... onager shots against the throwing axemen. The castle indeed is going up, and Callan needs to retreat a bit.
There's still so much gold for Callan to mine. Like, there's one gold mine in his base, where he just has one villager working.
Yeah.
Poor lonely slave, digging like crazy. And he will keep on digging for the next 20 minutes if he keeps on digging alone.
Yeah, obviously we want to mine the contested gold spot at the side a bit earlier.
And he already has 3k more gold mined. So, let me just reply to one question in the chat. Yeah, I'm actually still playing once in a while, and we are actually waiting in the grand final for the winner of this matchup. Neely and me and Roomstock.
That was my dancing, boys. Yeah, Shine is still very active, very knowledgeable, and so surprisingly good player.
Well, if you call playing like 5 games every month very active, then yes.
Well, that's only because we don't have enough tournament games.
Yeah, true.
Oh, bombard cannons now a bit exposed, but a lot of axemen to revenge. Maybe 1 kill, 2 kills even. The trap got 1. And let's take a look at the gold count of Jitba, down to 300. He really wants to push, but it's out of gold. So even if Callan just retreats and wants to take better fights later on. Oh, good Onager shots maybe. And yeah, I'm not sure how Jitba is holding on, but probably because he's just selling so much of his good Fugico. Big shot against the Oni is there, and now it feels 60 army, and oh, you see Jitba now mixing in some Halberdiers, and Halberdiers do nothing against Axemen.
Nah, what can he do? Doesn't have any gold spots. He just found a couple of paladins on his, which were idling at a stable wall on the right.
Okay. Oh.
Maybe they can turn it around.
Yeah, it feels a bit like a slow death animation of Jitba here for the last 10 minutes.
By now the others could start their one-on-one.
I think they will play it out, but yeah. Orchid will know that he needs to win if they want to have a chance to take that 3rd point for themselves in the 1v1s. So only 1 village on gold. Jitba, look at the resources. Only food that he's getting, and we have Kellen just toying with him. Not, yeah, denying that stone mining here as well. Kellen just trying to find more spots. So was a cool team back in the days. It's still a cool team. There's still 2.1 active players. To count 2 Quacks as well. Who's playing like even less games than Shine. Oh, even a lot of paladins here by Kellen. I'm not 100% sure why he's pulling them.
Actually, I'm not sure what he's doing right now. I guess he's really confident that he has it won anyway. He's at 130 pop and has loads of resources. Now he's queuing X-Men again.
I'm not 100% sure what kind of fights he's taking here. Just minimizing the amount of castles is probably his option here. Yeah, but barely won by Callan. Maybe if he would have lost that one and lost all his traps and bombard cannons, it would have slowed down his push, but now he's back to all the halberdiers, back to all the throwing axemen, and yeah, he will just win every fight here. Jitba again selling lots of food, now queuing up. Oh. Yeah, let me see, Jitba queuing up more axemen, but he's actually down to 2 castles at the moment. Trying to get a 3rd castle up now. And it feels a bit like Jitba might even lose his 5th relic, or his 1 relic, so to say. So shouldn't Jitba know that he has no chance in this game?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you never know when you're playing. You sometimes have a different view. He doesn't know what we see. But still.
Well, he knows that he didn't go to market. He knows that he didn't get the 2 gold spots. He knows that he's 4 against relics, 4 against 1 relics. He knows he's pop 130. He knows that he does have limited wood amount. He knows that his enemy is building a reasonable army. So, like, what gives you hope to achieve a comeback?
Nothing, really. Now, just look at Cannon's army, 110 army.
Yeah, full of axemen against 40 army with light cav halberd in mix of Franks. I've heard stronger armies. But that amount of axemen is just brutal. He's just toying with them.
I think so too, yeah.
Is Kellen just playing like with mouse only and is coaching Wayne at the same time? Like, okay, now you play Mongols War. You know that Mangdais are a good unit? And Wayne like, whoa, really?
Right now, Kellen, I mean, it's still a good fight, but he has an entire group of X-Men standing in the back doing nothing.
Yeah. And Jipper like, yes! So close! Only, I killed 2 traps!
No, he managed to kill 2
And now another 40 X-Men are coming in and Jipper's like, what, where, why? And, yeah, Tracy is GG.
Finally. Yeah.
I was just waiting for those 40 X-Men.
It gives us time to reply to the question in the chat. Yeah, this was really passive. The games before weren't. And this tournament, it's mostly 2-on-2. It's only a 1-on-1 set, which may be 2 more games now, and 1-on-1 depends on how the second one goes. But the team games before were pretty action-packed, because people couldn't really camp there. This was practically over after like 20 minutes. Then Jitba just tried to hold on to it.
So score is 2.5 to 1 now. Oh no, wait. It's the other way around, huh? Yeah. It's 2.0
2 to
1.5. Aha. Okay. So now we jump into...
Maybe they played in the other room?
No. They played in MS?
No, but they were here watching.
Yeah, I think so as well. Not 100% sure. I think they want to play now. I think they didn't play. Oh, okay. So it's now Kellen against Orkut. So
Orkut won the Mongol War against Rage. So it's now Hans GA, right?
I just clicked close OBS, but luckily it had a message like, "Are you sure you want to close it?" And I was like, "Am I? No."
Okay, the Mongol War must have been really, really clear.
Okay.
Like 5-0. Don't want to spoil anything, or?
Well, yeah, you can spoil it. Like
5-0 relics, 20k to 9k gold collected. Must have been decided from the first 5 minutes on, basically, according to the points.
Honestly, I was expecting a very clear game over there.
Yeah, me too. I think the skill difference is relatively big. Wayne and 1-on-1. I think Wayne needs a really good day to beat Orkut.
Yeah. So, we have now Kellen against Orkut, both top 3 players of the world, but they have pretty different styles when it comes to Hans 1v1 GA. What are those?
I have no idea. I'm not a big fan of Hans 1-on-1. Well, I guess you mean market against anti-market then.
Explain that for the non-DM viewers.
Well, you can build a market at the start and sell a lot of food, wood, and stone to obtain up to like 4k gold, which gives you the chance to mass a big paladin and cav archer army and overrun your opponent and take the map. And the counter strategy is not doing that, thus having more wood and food, making more halberdiers, playing it defensively with a couple of castles, and coming out on top because you just have more food and wood left. Have to do less economy early on and maybe manage to raise the other guy.
Indeed, and Orkut is famous to play a lot of early market. We have different options. You obviously start with 3 villagers, and like if you take 2 villagers to build stables, 1 to build a market, that's very fast. But if the other guy is taking 1 villager to build a market and 2 villagers, 1 villager to build a stable and 2 villagers to build a market, that's a very good counter, because both starts will be slowed down, but the one guy with 2 vills on the market will get all the rest. So it's really a mind game, and Orkut very likely will go for a market, and Kellen knows that. So we have seen Kellen actually go for a 2 vill market as well, and Orkut went for a 3 vill market in one game. They've played a lot, and yeah, we will see how they played out. But Kellen is also super confident in playing 1v1 hunts without the market against Orkut.
I know that he always talked about, and he proved it a lot of times. But then again, in some bigger tournament games, he ended up doing market as well. So I guess it depends on the map a lot. If you're forward gold, in some situations you just lose against market. I guess no matter what you do.
Okay, then let's jump into game number 4, part C. It is the Hunts War here on Arabia. We can see 3 stables from Kellen. We can see 2 villager market and a barrack start. Barrack start by Orkut? What are we seeing? What are we seeing? I've never seen that strat before. Is he buying wood and food? No.
Wow, he went for all-out market, like getting 4.2k gold out of it, selling lots of stone as well.
And he is not losing a villager, but that will be so weird. He won't kill a single villager, and Kellen can just go for full boom. It's such an interesting strategy. I've never seen that before.
And also note that he's not spreading out his villagers perfectly. Like at one point he has 3 villagers building 1 building. Now he's organizing it finally.
Okay, let's take a look at military count. You will see the red numbers so much higher as well. 18-9 already. Obviously the fight will go so much better for Orkut. He will fall down now, but he will have very strong pop 200 army, and after that he can still have some gold left.
Maybe Orkut's idea behind that is to actually lure Kellen in, to send more paladins, and make him waste some paladins, which he needs to defend the market push. But he doesn't really take the bait, does he?
Not really. 10
He's not doing
pop
big
ahead
raids.
now is Kellen. Only 2 more villagers after that start, so Orkut kind of reasonably defended.
Yeah, but he needs to organize his army now.
Yeah, must always look at the pop at minute 4, and that's 96-75. So that's a reasonable start for Kellen and for Orkut as well. Kellen, you can see so many red dots all over the map, and now the first big fight. We have 100 army against 80 army. That's a bit of a better army overall for Kellen, but the positioning obviously is closer to the reinforcement line here of the code. So much more coming in from Kellen. He has the absolute map control. Just raiding everywhere, building castles on every single hill, getting all the gold camps as well. Only now siege workshops are coming out.
Our crazy attempt by Kellen to take the map. He tried to put up a market, castle up there, but was stopped by Orkut.
Yeah, but only for now on that one. The other castle is looking pretty nice to go up. The main gold spot still super exposed, and there's no castle to defend that. And some pushing coming in, so the main gold spot is under threat. And now we can see Orkut, although he had 14.2k, now down to 300 because he was producing full paladin NCA. Obviously he is still producing more, but it's looking tough, and now they have the same population here.
Yeah.
Wow, Kellen's going for a lot of siege workshops. Keeping up TCs all over the place. And that's the phase where Orkut should push and should shine. He still didn't get a single gold.
Yeah, that's a problem, right?
Look at
Kellen's
those 2
already
gold spots.
mining quite a bit.
Yeah.
A lot of PCs up. Of course, Orkut hasn't been really lucky with his gold spots there, but
Look at that.
shouldn't be too deciding. He also lost quite a few villagers up there on the... Oh, that's bad. He is pop limit now, but he's not mining any gold. Nice rating coming in by Kellen.
Oh yeah, that's a sweet one indeed. A very nice spot, but Callan needs to hold in the middle. It's at the moment 100 army against 160, so that's the point where Orkut needs to do some damage. But
does he have enough ramps?
That's a question. He only has 2 siege workshops.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, he does have 6 or 7 ramps out, but they're not really attacking, like running around randomly.
Callan is defending.
like
What a great game.
Could work for Callan.
Oh, look at that. Nice waypointing here by Callan as well. Waypointing into the direction of the army running away from Callan, from Orkut. Now Orkut even getting some of the relics. Still not on gold at all. Now defended at the main gold spot. Retreating. Callan, that is kill stats. So much better for Orkut, and he's pushing towards the middle. 30 pop ahead still.
Yeah, but he really needs to do damage now. So far he's only killed a couple of siege workshops. And he's not keeping Callan from mining gold, so Callan is slowly but surely catching up in gold count. He's already mined like 3k, whereas the code has mined 300.
Oh yeah, indeed. Look at that, and he might take him pretty soon. And then we have the food income is better for Callan as well. Now Harvard is trying to clear up that middle push. And yeah, all the Rams are doing a good job. It feels like Callan might even hold that castle here. 150 against 150, now evening it out, pushing again into the right spot, and we have more siege workshop prepared at the side. Let's take a look. 4k wood, 3k food, no gold, and on the other side we have 3k, 1.5 and some gold. Villager count 20 more for Callan. Military count 10 more for the code.
Still a pretty open game, but that went super good for Callan anyway, because Market can really catch you.
And 2 extra gold spots for him as well. And he didn't carry for relics at all, but the map was just so generated that he has 2 relics for free. And
he can really push on the right side now, maybe. I mean, not enough paladins for Orchid. And he still doesn't have enough gold income. He's just mining his main gold now and a bit of those gold spots in the north, but whoa.
And they're super exposed. I would be surprised to not see Callan push even further here. Some siege workshops, maybe even another castle would be an option.
You will get 3 relics though.
Yeah. That's typical Callan for you, just sending around random amount of armies all around the corner. That you see, if it goes down, will obviously mean no more gold income at that side. And you can see Orchid needs to fall back. 190 pop against 150, and what an incredible game here by Callan.
Really nice. I feel like he has it.
I feel really so as well. So many red dots all over the map. Even the code trying to go for another market. CA raiding in the south. More pushes here against this castle. 1 ram still alive. And not a lot of real army to contest that ram. Another raid going into the gold spot. But so much raiding from before. We can see more
he's blocking
traps.
one of the upper gold spots now as well. So, whoa.
Some more raids, but that was a lot of CA going down. Orchid is still in this one. He has 1 relic advantage in the long run. He still had the market. Villager count is pretty even. Let's see now the push here with the castle. And Orchid finally needs to come up with an idea how to control his 2 gold spots there. He's absolutely low on rest. Callan played this beautifully. He doesn't need all those rests because he has the farms up. He had so many villagers. He had more resources he could waste.
This is GG. I feel. What can he do now? He's losing the 2 gold spots he had. He just has a bit of his main gold spot to mine, of course, but look at his pop.
His pop is 130. His army is still only gold units, so he can absolutely contest now. All the CA are going down. But where is his siege to contest this castle? He has 3 rams at this very moment. And Paladin's trying to go for some kills against the traps, but is that really important at the moment?
South.
Even that, and beautiful castle there by Orchid, really protecting him against a lot of the raids, but at the moment he needs to protect his very front. Callan's still staying strong there with his castle. Where's the rest of Cannon's army at the moment.
I don't see him coming back from this one. Callan really playing in top shape today in the one-on-ones.
Let's see, he is still having a lot of CA there indeed, trying to get those rams down, but rams and traps together are so good to take down castles, obviously designed for that very reason or purpose. And now we have Callan on a very big army, and now it's paladins against basically no paladins. Callan going for the mining camp, going for more traps here at the front, trying to get that castle down, and look at that. Orchid needs to retreat. Orchid still with the better kill stats for now, but that might change when it says paladins and TA against only CA.
And it doesn't even matter. I mean, he has so much more gold, Callan with it. He's already 5k more gold collected. And if you bear in mind that the code had 4.2k gold out of the market at the start, that means it's 14k to 6k gold collect, gold mined.
Wow. And now we take a big fight here. Pop 200 against Pop 35. And this might be the final blow here. There's no army for the code to hold this. He knows he needs those 2 gold spots or he loses this game. He is falling back even further. Another mining camp of Callan coming in. Let's go into the point of view of Orchid, who's just trying to stay strong. He has 3 monasteries, trying to go for some converts, is falling back, but the push is just so strong. Pop 180 against Pop 120. GG Callan, evening it out to 2 after beating 2 other top 3 players of the world. Remember, we just saw of the last DM World Cup, place number 1 against number 3. Now place number 1 against place number 2. No, place number 1 against place number 3. And 2 great performances by our reigning world champion.
Yeah, pretty impressive indeed. Really liked how he... I'm still not entirely sure how clever the barrack start was. Because it really gave Callan the chance to play what he wanted to. He never had any pressure on him.
Yeah.
Like, not a single paladin even threatening his wills, nothing.
Yeah. Code never went for stone as well. Look at that, 11k including the 4k.
Yeah. Yeah, because he only mined his main gold. He had like 200 out of the other gold spots.
Yeah.
Nice job. So what's the next map?
GA.
Yeah.
And after that Baltic. And the final map would be Gold Rush.
Okay, so we'll definitely see Baltic.
Yay!
Oh god.
So Baltic, very untypical map for DM. Like more than 95% of all maps played on DM, which aren't Michi, are or is GA. So yeah.
Okay, draft is starting.
Draft is starting. I have it open. I'm just trying to adjust the size. And then we can show it to you guys. So
Not yet. GA will be next. So we'll probably see the same bands again as in the first games, like Hans, Goss, and then maybe Saracens, right?
let me get
Not
the
entirely
bracket
sure about the
for
third one.
Chat. Here, I'm the bot now. And you can see who's waiting in the winner bracket finals. It's 2.
Okay, no surprise in the bands.
No surprise. Well,
Hans, Goss, Saracens.
Okay, and Spanish picked afterwards. Now the question is, what do you ban? Mongols? Do you ban Celts? What else?
Chinese.
Chinese, yeah.
Don't think so, but never know.
Franks, not really banned. No. Persians, maybe.
I don't expect to see Persians, but
We'll see.
maybe Teutons again. Okay, Celts and Franks. So let's see if they both pick
Franks.
Celts and Franks now.
Wow. Okay, so HorseForce can now go for Celts. The
Yeah,
next map
logical
is
thing would
Green
now
Arabia.
go for are there other options now? They say ban Franks to make sure. No.
I can see I know English. It was probably only because of the Twitch chat takes it as an command. I saw it and I answered.
Well, I've seen it as well. Very good.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't show up on my stream.
Oh, okay. Mayans again.
Why?
Why?
Okay, so QueNDi playing the faster civilizations. They're Mayans and Spanish against Spanish on Celts.
Yes, they are
GA.
faster, but I'm not too convinced. I
So
don't think it's a good
going
choice.
to be 2 against HorseForce in the finals. I'm just kidding.
We'll
okay.
see.
Spanish.
I'm not too convinced. Why Mayans? What are the advantages? Of course, you have more speed, and you feel like, okay, if one of us is close to the Celt and the other comes to double, what can he do? He can only build halbs to counter the paladins coming in from the Spanish guy, or go champs to counter or paladins to counter the eagles streaming in from the Mayan. So he's screwed because he can't stop us both. But then there's still a Spanish guy who can come to help. So I'm not sure. And in the late game, you're just completely screwed against paladins and siege. So yeah,
I think so as well.
I'd like to hear QueNDi's, and you have to keep. Oh god, that QueNDi has lost several important tournament matches picking Mayans. Back in the what was it? Big random map tournament where there was also.
Oh yeah. Oh god. War's coming.
1DM was coming. They lost the game just completely useless just because they picked the wrong civs, and one of those was Mayans. And against us, they gave away one game going Mayans as well.
In this tournament, yeah.
Let's see. Maybe now it works.
Okay.
I mean, of course, Mayans aren't bad, but
I will quickly go on toilet and then we will be back. Stay tuned.
if anyone in chat has an idea
Yeah, and
why
you have
Mayans
to
should
black
be superior.
pyramids while I'm on the toilet.
Oh, okay. Oh man, nearly.
Oh boy, we lost a lot.
Oh no, what the hell were you doing?
Sorry. Okay, we are now into the game. Sorry, we missed 6 minutes, but that's not important. Keep us up. What happened?
Okay, as you can see, Jinpa is on 4 villagers compared to the 22, for example, of Rage. So, God, nearly.
He's alive, right?
Spent 20 minutes taking a dump. Yeah. Jinpa is still alive. And Orkut kind of saved him, but Jinpa, in my opinion, played it pretty badly. He had a really loose build. He didn't wall in a single villager with outposts or something. He just lost so many unnecessary builds. Orkut went for market and lots of paladins. And that kind of saved them for now. Now it really comes down to the teamwork. Because if they play together nicely now, onagers and paladins should be fine.
Okay, we have big armies here from Kellen and from Rage, both having over 100 army. The code actually having 140 army at this moment, maybe a bit heavy on Harbor Days if you ask me, but that's a big amount of paladins. And now we again have to raise the question, Kellen, what are you doing with
90
civilization?
paladins right now.
Orkut has 90 paladins?
Now down to 85, but yeah.
Liar! And yeah, he will push another interesting spot, opening himself in the middle. And as you can see, Rage is not going through the middle. He is
wanted
following.
to, and now he feels he has to fall back and defend.
But he's sending some to the right hand side, and Rage Orkut will just gain so much ground on the left hand side here. This gold spot will go down the castle for sure. And yeah.
And this gives Jitba time to recover and build markets and DCs because he was so far behind at the start. It's really important. And yeah, what will the Mayans do now? I'm not sure.
He's trying to set up a side push, but at the same time we have first, yeah, we might see the hold here of Rage. He's now going with a lot of paladins.
They should definitely be able to hold that now.
Yeah, I think
just keep in mind, Jitba is doing nothing because he has this big immobile army on the other side.
Yeah.
Probably stopped. He can't really help him. He's building siege onagers there now, though. And he's slinging him heavily. So the code can rebuild his paladin army.
As he should.
Only one trade unit for Orkut so far, though. He had really early markets but didn't use them yet. Now he's starting to.
Yeah, he was pop for quite some time as well. Think about that. Having 160 army means you have not a lot of space for anything else.
Yeah, but that push was so important because it gave Jitba the time to rebuild. But let's see what Jitba will do now. Now he moved to Scorps to that hill in the middle, waiting for units to come.
Yeah, it's such a Jitba style.
Maybe he should even, yeah, now he's walking over. Maybe he should walk over all the way and just...
But you know how like 15 Eagle Warriors of the paladins
the
can do
fight
so
the code
much.
is taking right now, do you like? I think I don't.
What do you mean? The fight?
The code just wasted like 35 paladins.
Oh yeah, the very front. But Rage, yeah, with all his Kongs now, yeah, moving back a bit further. And now I want to see more paladins actually. That's enough Kongs for now.
And seems like Kellen completely gave up on the idea of trying to attack Jitba.
Oh, well, he only got cleared up with all the siege workshops on the right hand side. Maybe we'll get back on that later.
Feel now he's sending a bit because I feel like what he did in the previous Mayans game on Ghost Lake, right? No, it wasn't Ghost Lake. What was it? Well, whatever. Against Mongols, double Arabia. run around with small groups. That's what he should do here as well, because it's not so easy for the Celt to stop. Just 10 eagles, a couple of plums, try to run in, snipe some onagers.
Okay, let's see, Rage is now going for the big trade right here. Maybe some onager shots could happen. One big shot, but not enough to kill them.
But
Second
nice.
shot.
Lots of heavily wounded.
Okay, let's go
Kongs.
into his point of view. Oh yeah,
But a really
that's true.
nice move to go into the trade, because they knew they couldn't stop the army there with all the scorps coming in by Jitba. So they kind of had to switch. But still, he won't do much damage to field.
Yeah, two castles.
Oh, they're coming.
Only shot. Let's take a look.
Yeah,
Nice
Kongs are
dodge.
no Mangudai. They're not as agile.
So at the same time, some defensive castles here by Kellen, and yeah, just a push of Jitba against two civilizations
Yeah,
that don't have any
let me
armies.
just ask again, what can Mayans do now? And I mean, there's not even walls in the game, then it would be even worse, but even without those walls, it's just, they can't contribute anything to the army. Guess he could sling range to 120 paladins now, that would be even better than sending eagles into paladins and Celtic scorps and onagers.
Maybe. And I still don't like that Rage is going for Conquistadors though. Just simply build 60 paladins and you can clear it up. Yeah, you will lose the castle, but just spread it out a bit more and then you can clear it up. Now eagles coming, I think they will, we'll do it here. Block the pyramid. No one is taking care of congrats. And now the question is, can you defend that? Yes, you can. And
I'd say those small ratings are nice. Hasn't really been able to do a lot of damage with them, but it's the only thing Mayans can still do.
okay,
Now Rage coming in.
House a bit, and yeah, that's a nice. I think it's a bit of an early patrol there.
Maybe you could have pushed through, I'm not sure. I mean,
I
there's
think so as
like
well.
8 paladins, no blocks, like no melee units. But by going in and then back again.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that you can do.
And now more paladins are coming to block, and the gold spot is really nice, the rams as well. Ooh.
Just think about it.
If they clear up, it won't be cost efficient at all.
Yeah, just think about it. Like 1 or 2 Onis could have done so much as well against it, but there.
Wow, and then they won't even kill all the scorps.
Yeah, that's so brutal. Maybe they will.
They will.
The bombard cannon is a nice.
Just
stuff
look
as
at the points. Some nice ratings by the code again. Up in the north. Will get eventually cleared up. So.
Yeah, boat riders even coming in from Jitba. And yeah, that's
And just imagine those scorps were constructed at the other edge of the map, like in the right corner, basically. They were transported all over there, and it was totally worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. This castle might even be denied, and therefore the defense will be so tough for Rage. Now losing all his bombard cannons there as well. Bombard cannons designed to just kill the SO and the Scorpions, and now then the trade. Look at that, pop 140 for Rage only. So many trade cards will die, and they didn't have the fully set up trade yet. Kevin only has 30 trade cards, more will die for sure. Now Rams going for the castles. Scorpions here as well. A lot of siege workshops to accomplish that push. The markets all deleted but 1. So trade will and yeah. Trade could even continue a bit longer, but doesn't really matter. Look at the resources of Rage. He's not getting them on the map. 2k food, 5k gold, and maybe 6 tables aren't enough?
History is just repeating itself. And again, then we are asking ourselves, why Mayans?
Well, Mayans won the game today, didn't they?
I know. It was against different civs at least.
This castle Orchid might go up as well. It's Spanish villagers trying to construct it. Nope, I think it will be denied. And this is a hold for now. Now Rage is completely out of food. And yeah, not a lot of farms from Kellen as well to really sling him.
Yeah, Code as Mam would put it at the limit of resources, but keeps streaming paladins and he's always at like 100 food. Just keeps his faction up nicely.
Look at how much Kellen lost at the right hand side as well. He had so many buildings over here, and just some small Ramgos can always kill everything there. Now another go coming in, going for the long trade again. Kellen's trade cards actually on the way.
So they banned Franks to make sure they wouldn't be playing against Franks, Spain, and go Mayans? I'm still not sure what they were thinking.
It is tough. Hashtag mind games. And now Paladins go in, food goal of extra. The code is really wasting a lot, but he's also doing a lot of pressure. And look at that beautiful point there where he is killing all the trade cards. Not a single trade card is coming through now. And that has to be the GG moment.
Perfect.
140 against 170, 190. So absolutely no chance now the Paladins even going forward because they don't find enough trade cards to kill. Kellen's trying to go for the defense. More Scorpions here coming as well. Maybe they will clear it up for another time. But now look at that. Kellen went down to 12 trade cards. 34 only for Wayne. And that will not increase too much in this game because the push will just continue. We can see a lot of more sling coming up. 130 pop only against two players who are basically maxed out.
Completely over.
And that's a deadly army here. Look at that amount of Scorpions and Paladins in front. What kind of army do you need to destroy that? I think even with 60 Paladins you cannot destroy that. It has to be like close to 100 to have and even then you need to have a very good engagement. Actually Trude was messaging me yesterday.
Ah!
Because I have my fake birthday on Facebook.
Ah, yeah, right. In the first one. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, only shots now against the plumed archers. Okay, good. Being sold to Wayne, but Wayne now 140. This game feels so much over. Pop 200, top 200. They're even laughing before the game is over. So many scores by Jitpa at the front, and there's no chance to take ever a reasonable engagement. The plumed archers in the back cannot really do much. The code actually falling back for another better engagement, if there actually can be one, because the production is now completely done for Rage as well. Pop 120 there. There's no chance of ever holding and fighting against that big army here. It's just impossible, and we will see GG coming in any second. This last castle is maybe a small hope, but look at that trade cards. 14 on 8. Kill statistics so bad for both of them. And yeah, am I missing any raids at the minimap? No. Am I missing? Yeah. Some even more destruction against Kellen, yes. And yeah, GG moment coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. GG! 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 And yeah. Simply Mayans not keeping up with Kels, I would say. Nice rush at the start. Sad that we missed it, but it didn't really matter. I knew Jitpa would survive. And then it's just the Kels push. And now we have 2 match points for HorseForce.
And he didn't play it so well, Jitpa, in the first minutes. Lost a lot of unnecessary villages, and still so hard to kill him. I mean, the distance was pretty big. That it was bad for QueNDi. Still.
Still what?
Hmm?
Still what?
I still don't see Mayans winning this often.
Okay, let's catch up with some of the chat. You answered a lot.
They're trying to recruit Cordy
Okay.
to come back for Austrian Nations Cup.
Would be interesting. Well, Austria is extremely strong this year. Leary,
Yeah, I already told him. I
LB10,
watched some streams with him.
Clemenzor. Can't get
Like
much
of your
better than
tournament.
that.
I watched some of the tournament games this Sunday with him, and he was pretty impressed by Leary.
Yeah.
I think he's been out of ASC for too long. I don't
Yeah,
even know when. I think the last time he did some serious games were with us in Berlin, like, when was it? 5 years ago, maybe?
Oh, wait, let me think. Oh, God, I still hate
When we had that
Martin for
4-day
it.
FIFA session.
No, it was when Viper was at the top because I was playing against the Viper, both on the Smurf, and I was so heavily ahead at minute mark 30, and then Martin came and always hit my mouse and such and was pressing keys, and I got so mad at him because I had my one in a lifetime chance to win against the Viper. And yeah, was so ugly. Yeah, he was playing under his Longbowman nick, I believe. Yeah.
I still don't really know when it was. I can narrow it down. It must have been.
I think I had a girlfriend already. Like seriously,
Actually,
because Martin
I
and
was. It must have been in January because I spent New Year's Eve with my girlfriend in Dresden, and then I came to Berlin for like 1 week of super nerding.
sweet.
And so it must have been 2011 January, actually.
Ooh. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay. And I just wasn't into gods anymore. Okay, top 5 clans: Tyrant, SY, VNS, Naps, ST. Well, ST not, but Tyrant, SY, VNS, Naps has to be there, yeah.
Thought LB. One-man clan.
Roomstock Chickens, SY top 1 and Kai top 2 beat Tyrant. Will there be more games? Yes, we will play it till someone has 4 points on the scoreboard there in the top. Is Hard and Leary part of any clan? Nope. The German accent. Yeah, enjoy.
Doing our best to keep that up.
Yeah. I could speak perfect accent-free English, but it would lose a lot of flair. In before Nility. Well, actually, it wouldn't be too bad to change it because TSU_Nilfred is really like not very easy.
Okay. Captain's mode banning starting.
Yep. And we are switching, but thanks for telling me. So what am I looking at? Baltic.
Baltic. Hans is pretty strong, yeah, and that's the first ban, I guess. Hans and Goss still.
That wasn't clever.
And then it gets interesting.
Interesting. So some would go for Saracens, I heard. Some would go for Spanish, I heard. Spanish, yeah.
Spanish are just too strong. Saracens just can't compete for water.
They're picked now.
Yeah, they are good, but no chance against Spanish. Even though they are good on land, but
They said it's like last game. Well, no, it's another map.
I feel they both go for Saracens. So second civ will be interesting though.
What do you ban? Celts is an option?
Yeah, we've seen people play
Chinese?
Celt. Chinese are super strong for taking the water at first, but on the long run, of course, against Saracens and Celts, they do nothing at all. Nothing. Could also go, I don't know, Teutons.
Koreans? Koreans are banned now? That's interesting for QueNDi here.
Yeah, I guess they'll go mains. Which aren't even bad on Baltic.
Timing! Oh, Chinese band.
Chinese band. So maybe we'll see Koreans and Chinese. Yep.
Oh, I'm behind. Okay. So Koreans and Chinese. So you say
That's interesting.
Chinese cannot do a lot on land later on. So QueNDi again with more of the rush civilizations, but starting to really compete in the long game.
Yeah, the thing is, Chinese, especially if you use their demolition ships well, are really a force to be reckoned with on water. Especially when you take into account that they start with 6 villagers. They don't have treadmill crane, but they still have 6 villagers, so they're one of the strongest early water civs and own both Koreans and Saracens. At first, I guess, if played right, but turtle boats are not bad either. Saracens are slow because they don't have ship right, so their ships are just produced too slow. What is this, like 33% faster with ship right? So they like that one.
Weird number, like 35ish or something?
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
but
a
something
lot.
in that area. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the reason. Of course, they are good because their ships fire a lot faster. But still, interesting. But if it gets to late game, I mean, there's nothing for QueNDi. It's almost as bad as last game. They have no advantage. Especially with onager bonus, with the team bonus of Koreans.
Oh god.
It's
Well, demolition ships are pretty good.
Yeah, on water, I'm not too worried. They're pretty fine there.
Turtle boats aren't that bad, I heard.
No, of course not. But they also cost a lot. They're immobile. So no, on water, it's fine, even in late game. But on land, I'm really curious to how they will play that one. I mean, Chinese have a lot of rushing potential. Even you might like try to ignore water almost entirely and try to rush the Korean.
That's what I want to say. Rush the Korean is absolutely brutal. Like a Korean, if he goes like one villager defensive barracks, one villager house, one villager dock, and
if you go
Chinese
all out rush cavaliers,
5 stables
or camels or whatever. Yeah. Also depends on the distance. Sometimes the distance can be relatively big, like when you have a small distance just from the distance itself, but a long way to run around. If you're kind of on a land peninsula kind of style. Sometimes it can be really close. So.
What was the word? Peninsula?
What else? Peninsula?
Okay. No, I just that's just
like Italy.
Okay.
Or Spain and Portugal.
Ever heard someone saying the Civ is good because it has shipwright? Yes, shine on every DM stream. And he's always saying like, oh, they don't have siege engineers. You can never build onagers with them. And yeah.
There's a good story about shipwright. It's really our last match in this tournament, right? Was it the decider? Yeah.
No, it wasn't the decider, but it was the last game there.
Yeah, last game. Yeah. So Team Islands, and we basically knew we had won just because of their civs.
Because they picked Vikings
And Saracens.
Vikings Saracens on
Which
water.
are top civs in random map on water, but in deathmatch they just aren't.
Yeah, and we picked Turks.
Turks and Chinese.
Chinese, yeah. Which is funny, but yeah.
Yeah, which are really crap, especially, I mean, Mongols aren't bad on water in random map because they're so fast, but they don't have any real bonus up to the Imperial Age where they have all the important upgrades in. But Chinese are really slow and useless. But DM is another story.
Yeah. And I like actually to play Turks on water with like, what do we have? 16 range as well?
Yeah.
With the cannon galleons?
Isn't it even 17? Is it 15 plus 2?
Ooh, that would be more than a trap.
Yes.
Oh, maybe you're right.
So that was pretty brutal. So speculate started, guys. All the chit chat will have an end. And oh,
Nope.
I think that will not go live.
Probably.
We can show you some, but
Probably.
wow, that
Like,
will be a
oh,
restart.
what? I know who's going to pick a restart here. Definitely QueNDi.
Okay, why?
I mean, they just look at it. They have like 2 times more land for the other team, and the trade can be shot down completely from the water.
Oh yeah.
It's just such an unfair map.
Okay, but they all started with very land approaches. No one instantly sending a villager to the water. Oh, actually, Jitba maybe did. Yeah, Jitba would have went for the early dock.
By the way, Puma King, we went Turks because they have all the important upgrades for water map deathmatch. It means they have treadmill crane, which lets your villagers build faster, so you can get up houses and docks early on. And they have shipwright, which makes your ship production, like I think it's 33%, but something around that, faster. And have the important upgrades. So they're not one of the top civs, but those were all banned anyways. And they're pretty solid pick. And they have those super ranged elite cannon galleons. But Turk bonus is just +2.
35%.
35. Turk bonus is just +2, like 4 cannons, so it's 17 range actually. But yeah, they do outrange traps or have the same range as traps with siege engineers.
Siege engineers works for traps? Didn't even know that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Never played Michi.
Not at all.
I played some deathmatch with the new civs, by the way.
I did like
that was pretty
15 games.
I didn't like them too much, especially the super new ones. I played quite a lot with the Forgotten Empire civs like 2 years ago. It was pretty fun, especially I liked slaves. But the really new ones, I feel like none of them is a super powerhouse in late game. No siege onagers, and they all have nice units. But I wasn't too impressed.
Okay, let's jump into this game again. It might be the decider here of QueNDi against HorseForce. HorseForce leading 3-2 now on Baltic. We have the fast civilizations with Saracens and Chinese for our QueNDis, and the slower Saracens and Koreans for HorseForce. Let's see how they play it out.
It's a pretty fair map this time, which I like. There's no team which can't trade at all when they don't have water control. It's nice.
Oh, it looks good when it comes to water here for Rage, denying the first dog and meaning he will have the water control. At the same time, he can rush a bit. Jitba is solely safe. And it seems like Awkward isn't going for water as well. So water control will go for QueNDi 100%.
I'm a bit confused. Maybe by Jitba start, but maybe he figures, okay, with the strong Korean onagers, I can just ignore water and kill all the ships that come nearby. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's weird that he doesn't contest water at all. He's building a castle at the front so that he maybe later can take it on. But yeah, you can see a bit of a weird castle placement here by Kellen, I would say. All close to the shore. Okay, so now controlling the water for QueNDi.
The start just don't look too convincing. I don't know.
For whom?
I think they for Jitba and Orchid. Like Orchid already built a TC but doesn't even have a castle up or anything or a dock. Seems a bit clueless. I really like Kellen's build up.
Jitba now going for some docks. And this castle might even be denied. Some villagers going down. No chicken news out yet. I think those will help out. Yeah, now it's very important for QueNDi to not overproduce water here. Just stay on your 30 ship and it's alright. Snipe some villagers here.
That's a really tough situation for Orchid now, isn't it? Without water?
Yeah, it will be tough to defend this whole area this whole time.
Really tough.
Let's see.
Even though they can't shoot the trade directly from there, it is pretty close.
Yeah, and he only has one siege workshop out now. Yeah, Jitba's doing a better job of trying to control the water. But he's struggling as well. It's an interesting approach here for sure by our HorseForce players. Playing it very land-based and losing a lot of map control.
Now Jitba's trying to reclaim the water.
I
think they need to contest for the water.
Look at the pop. It's 300 against 170 at the moment.
Yeah, the cult is struggling. I mean, he can't really counter that army, especially with those ships. Kellen is just playing this really nice.
Now going for some cannon guidance as well. But the Elite Turtle ships now clearing up the water. But they're so costly. 200 gold for a ship is just incredible. But yeah, they are doing damage. And look how fast those projectiles are flying. There's a lot of water control of Kellen out, so they will try to contest it.
Now Rage is even sending all his camels to the other side, which is a nice idea.
Yeah, this is a nice idea indeed. Castle is coming in, and at the moment it feels a bit like we might see a 7th and deciding game. It would be so weird.
What Jitba would have to go over there and build up on the other side, give him maybe some Oni support. He has one more range, which counts as well, or concentrate on really reclaiming water. I'm not sure if he can. Turtle ships are doing a good job right now, because most of Kellen's army is idle in the back.
Kellen is building a lot of extra ships and he still has a lot, so even if Jitba is taking cost-efficient fights now, in the long run there's still so much more to fight with. Now the trade will be blocked, and yeah, that's pretty ugly.
Sending those camels over was a really nice idea.
And yeah, that's still the army here for the code. He is only at pop 1, or pop 80 actually.
Pop 80. He has lots of stones though. He probably needs a couple of. And he has time to ask for food, but he has 2k food. We should spend it first. At least queue up units then off.
He has 5k now. He's not using it, and just gave a lot of gold to Jitba. Now losing the castle at the front, that means he's down to 1 castle, which is under trap fire as well.
Wow.
Uh-oh, is QueNDi
Even though
holding
in
this
really
back?
late game, they have the better civs. If you lose the early game like this, it's gonna be hard to crawl your way back.
Let's see, Micro against the SO here.
And he will lose all his economy now as well if they play it right. Especially if the Saracens send some cannon galleons. Those Chinese don't get elite ones.
Okay, let's see. The cannon galleons now for Saracens, trying to go for the castle. At the same time, against the SO,
Whoa,
Jitba cannot really
losing all his war
engage.
wagons.
And that was super costly as well. And how much gold they lost already with all those cannon galleons, with all those turtle ships going down, with all those armies going down, with all those war wagons going down. It's just an incredible wood amount as well. And they have only like 20% of the map.
No, maybe a bit more, but yeah, roughly. This looks GG.
The only problem is that maybe QueNDis could overextend on water and have like 50 pop over there, and yeah, just therefore get pushed back. But feels like they can just trade off too cost efficiently here and can block the corner, and Callan is doing a beautiful job. At the same time, we have Wayne being super active as well, trying to snipe SO, trying to run in, trying to be annoying, blocking 2 of the gold spots, and yeah, they're just playing it perfectly. As we said before, in late imp, Chinese not the best unit to really get something going. So if they go for pure water, pure
Nice
land.
Mamelukes in the trade, by the way, by Rage.
Oh,
Just 2, maybe, if they don't notice them.
2.
They did. Halves coming.
2 halves, and actually, if they focus correctly. Oh. Cleared up, cleared up.
I don't like how many turtle boats Jitba still built.
Yeah, that's just pure waste.
Oh, I mean, it's such a waste. They're really expensive.
Ooh. Okay. As we said before, it's still Koreans and Saracens on land against the Chinese. The Chinese cannot really do too much. So
Yeah.
if they keep mass amount of rams and SO on, they can still push the land even if they do not have water.
So the code has to be careful and land some really good ground attacks, otherwise he'll struggle against that camel army.
Let's take a look. First good shot. Oh boy, that was great. Second shot was missed though, and yeah,
But that was important. And also the Mamelukes came in with runs at first. Oh yeah, that went pretty well.
Yeah, indeed.
Also killed some of his own skirms.
That's
Which
good
are
for
pretty
him.
useless anyway. So.
Yeah.
But he stopped shooting with his straps. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just grab with the attack with the whole group. Okay, is it possible that this game goes super long now, or will we actually see a push?
It really depends how creative QueNDi gets as well. They have so many options now. They can do a massive ram land attack in the middle, put up some castles there.
Yeah, they have all the option. You're absolutely right.
They have so many options, but they can also try to stubbornly push into the Saracen and waste too much. We'll see what happens.
Proper trade now coming up with a better market. It's a lot of
Yeah, I mean, they really have all the control now.
controlling so much of the land. So a bit too few cannon galleons, if you
Already
ask
have
me.
3 times the trade profit. It's just really hard to see Jitba just based an additional 15 turtle boats, which cost 200 gold apiece.
Yeah.
And the end when water was lost anyway. But oh well, not over yet.
Not over yet, and we did see a lot of those games actually in this very tournament where the fastest got the water control, but in the end the very slow push of the strong land armies simply won them the game. And that's what I'm fearing for Callan here as well.
Yeah, I feel like right now they're not doing enough. There's no landings, there's no ram attack going on. They let them reclaim the corner right now. I mean, Callan is really thinking long term there and sending some lumberjacks to gather wood offensively, but he doesn't have a castle there or anything.
I'm going for some water.
I feel like Jitba looks relatively vulnerable right now as well, his base, but he has almost 4k stones, so he can always build additional castles and strengthen his position. And if at some point they can reclaim water, they're pretty fine.
I'm not really sure how. No,
it can always happen. I mean, right now they could easily do this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was actually building. Oh, yeah, he's sending a lot. Should he go for turtle ships again or for galleons?
Really depends how good the trade is going. And so far, it isn't. Yes.
36.
A decent amount. Some of them are idle right now, but yeah, once trade is really up.
Castles coming up, yeah.
They are wood efficient.
Yeah, 1-to-1 is the ratio.
But oh wow, losing all those traps kinda hurt. But all good. Now skirms fighting. Nice use of rams though.
Yeah.
Skirms fighting the ships.
And now turtle ships transition without QueNDi knowing.
Yeah, but nice push now by Rage and Jitba. That's what I just meant 2 minutes ago. That his defense towards the trade in this base is just really slim.
Yeah, one castle. And now SO shots.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any siege workshops there, just on the right.
Yeah, true. Nice catch there.
Some rams there. Right now he doesn't even have a trap, so it will just be a trade raid now. But even that, you can't even stop that quickly.
Yeah. What will he build?
War wings.
How it is?
That's really bad. Like, got even worse because he just started doing turtle boats and he's completely out of gold now. Losing his trade. I'm not even sure he noticed.
Doesn't feel like it. Now he's building another castle.
I think he was microing in the redock area. Yeah, now he's flaring. Oh man.
Yeah, but only like...
Ooh.
Okay, let's take a look. Down to less than 50 trade cards now for his team.
That really hurts. Actually, maybe the coach should have sent some units over. And he can't push anyway.
Oh, turtle boats now with their small range. Wouldn't be the best
and just not enough of them. Let's see. It's a decent amount actually. 15 or something.
Okay. Let's see, we don't see in too many RM games, so full turtle boat action here, and yeah, they aren't that slow.
The trade rating wasn't as bad as I expected. He sacrificed some villagers to stop him. If he sends a few more hypes now, it's fine.
Okay, now the castle defense is real, you wanted to see. And they still have 30 trade cards each.
And what really makes those turtle boats more valuable now is that they take less pop space. That makes them, I mean, cost efficient wise. If you have unlimited pop space, they might struggle against mass galleons. But if you have just friendly pop space for ships, that's a really good idea. Now he's moving into a perfect position.
Yeah, and now with SO on one side and turtle bit on the other side, pretty much surrounded here, and what is going on?
That's a really good fight. What Jitba really needs to do now is control his side. I mean, he did put up 2 additional castles, but I feel like he has to claim more ground. And just how much wood does he have left? Not much. Orchid has quite a bit.
You mean Jitba? On this map.
Yeah, Jitba.
Oh yeah.
Jitba has already gathered all of it. Just a tiny bit in the corner. And all his units need wood. Not a single useful unit he can build without wood.
Hussar.
Not really against Saracen.
You're always destroying my dreams.
+2.
Okay, all the... Yeah.
The turtle boats
ships.
just wasn't enough. Like,
Yeah.
there's 15 of them against, just check, like 60 ships of True and 40 of Rage.
Cannot really compete.
Doesn't
Now
work.
very clumped up against CSO shots. Been losing one in retreat. Oh, nearly. And yeah, now even losing some more. Pop 120 only for them. Rage and Truth again in full control. They have more wood on the map, I would assume. Let's do a quick scroll here. There's some wood left. We had some camels, some more wood. Yeah, it's a bit better for them as well. Oh, mass hussars even coming in here from Orchid. Not 100% sure why he wants to do that. Another castle going down here for Jitba. And it's looking worse and worse for them. Oh, turtles burnt down. This is actually, yeah, clearing up something. But only because Rage isn't focusing probably.
Yeah, good question in the chat. Why is QueNDi already buying wood? Because it's a limited and really important resource here, because all the ships cost wood. Some of the most important units on land cost wood as well. And even the Orchid still has a lot of wood. Everyone else is slowly but surely running out of it. Well, QueNDi... Actually, QueNDi has... I feel like QueNDi has had more wood on their land, maybe? Let's see... Just checking the amount of forest.
Still have a bit more left. And in general, they had a bit of a more land, and they got like the trees, the neutral trees in between.
Okay, I'm just checking. Jitba just really cut his wood quickly. He already chopped like 40k, Code 20k, Kellen 24k,
Okay.
Raged 34.
And that was like all those, yeah, like we said before, those important fights that he lost, and just losing war wagons here, SO there, and turtle ships in another place, really cut down so much.
The problem is as well that for any offensive movement you need wood, because you can defend just using hussars and mamelukes and stuff, maybe 1 or 2 onagers. Once you want to really push, you need ramps, traps and stuff, so you need to invest. And now Rage seems to be willing to do that, bringing up 3 traps, building an offensive castle, and trying to push Jitba. And Jitba's defense is really out of position, like whereas Halbs and Onis are standing
Yeah, that's so true.
too far away.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, let's take a look. Rage, some big SO shots. Let's see, at the moment he's focusing the Albadiers.
Almost. Code almost lost all his Mamelukes.
Yeah, what was on
Went pretty
point?
well in the end.
Just 2 snipes and running back. That one pretty well, lost some Mamelukes, but that's sort of fair. Let's take a look. Focusing on the SO now. Shutting down those.
Wow. By the way, double the trade profit for the 22.
Wow, that's surprising.
As they started a lot earlier, they never lost a single trade card. Keep in mind the other team had a really short trade for the first 15 minutes.
Ah, true. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's so true. They have the markets over here. Yeah. Okay, double. That's intense.
Roughly, like.
Yeah. You're a caster now, so it's time to over-exaggerate. Double the trade!
Right now it's like 53 to 29.
53 to 29! Oh yeah, losing a lot of Mamluks now at the front. Maybe trying to get one trap. No, not going to happen. A lot of Hussars running around now, trying to soak some damage. SO trying to clear up all the ship, but
Yeah.
nice focus fire.
Of course they can hold on and try to play on a bit, but I don't see Jitba and Code winning this.
Yeah, that's buying time.
That's too far behind.
14k wood for Callan in the back, and he's still producing gallons as well. That's a bit weird, honestly. Now building a castle at a weird spot as well. Look at his resources: 13k wood,
crazy.
11k.
And Rage has 10k wood as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Code has 7k. All have.
And he
lots
probably
in the
feels
bank.
rich. Jitba has very little army at the moment. 7 military only. What is this?
Yep. He's just dead. He isn't asking for wood.
Yeah,
So-
and he was asked if he needs some.
And yeah, I know English. Just question in the chat. Totally agree. If Jitba is already struggling now, if Callan, the red player, also built up there, would have been even faster. I mean, he did send some units over there, but
Yeah, but well, some camels. Hey, what am I showing in the stream? What is this? Twitch alerts. Interesting.
oh well.
Interesting. My Twitch alerts just reset? Sorry guys. I have no idea what went wrong there.
Game was over anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm still in the game, but I just got a weird message. I go okay though. Not in the long run, mate. Yeah, that's a very anticlimactic game, sadly. And
Yeah, good question in the chat. Why are they not on TeamSpeak? I'm not sure. I think they
honestly,
prefer to
yeah,
concentrate on the game and
yeah, they aren't used to it, and like I know that Orkut isn't very confident in his English,
yeah.
and we had Chris, like Jitba in TS as well, and his English wasn't like, well, we had the comparison to like who was it at the time, Tav and Callan. So yeah, compared to those two native speakers, he wasn't super easy to understand as well. And maybe they just prefer to, yeah, not care about that too much. But it's incredible how great their written English is. Like Orkut's written English is like PhD level. Callan just tributed 11.5k to Rage.
Yeah. And why is he doing that?
So that the Saracens can buy the wood.
Nice.
Nice! I know something. That's
Why should the Saracen buy the wood?
Huh? Because there's a better market efficiency.
Ah.
Huh? Hmm?
I'm not sure everyone knew that.
Yeah, that's why they're on expert analysis stream with two shine.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Ta-da-dum-dum-dum. Ta-da-dum-dum.
Oh god, they should just resign now. Maybe someone should message them the amount of resources the other team has.
But now they're pushing back. It's a final comeback.
Yeah. Not.
Yeah. Dip at 90, 140 for code. We have Kellen at 200 and 160.
And live, yeah, really nice addition. Really fun though.
Yeah, in my
It's
dreams.
true.
Actually, like last week, I really dreamt of Shine. What was it again? Oh, damn, I wanted to write it down. Yeah, I remember again. Oh, that was a weird one. That was such a weird dream. But I think there was like a very clever like movie levels scene even inside. But and it wasn't AOC related, which is pretty rare for my dreams as well. Normally I only dream of AOC stuff. Now some splitting going on, but that's not a fight you can win, Rage. But honestly, killing any SO at the moment is just so much better.
Would be so interesting to have an insight how the players are viewing this match. Like, if they really believe they still can come back, if they feel like, yeah, I just need to defend for 1 more minute, then they'll eventually run out of wood and will win.
Yeah, probably. So let's
I mean, I
take
could
a look.
understand that if you had Spanish and feel, okay, we have Spanish trade, so we have superior trade, maybe if we play really careful we can still come back, but they have no edge.
Wood price at 370, food at 160.
Oh, Jinpa now insulting Korean people.
Koreans suck. So untrue. No mobility. Isn't there like a Korean Air Force as well? Or is it Jin Air? I think is a Korean. Okay, let's GG. 20 minutes of trash talking. Finally, the game is over.
Finally.
Awkward realizing that, yeah, even the well-paid pro casters here weren't typing the game anymore. And let's take a look at overall wood count. We have, that's pretty even. So it's only 10k more wood, but
that wasn't decisive.
Yeah, it was just a waste of all these wood units from Jitba. That was what really hurt them.
Okay, let me just message Cordy so he brings me new beer. 'Cause I didn't expect the games to go to the last game, so I'm running out of supply here.
Twitch alert events. What am I doing so wrong here? I'll take care of that after the stream. And yeah, update the scoreboard 3-3. We will go to final 7th game. Okay, someone is asking me, hi Nilp, I have a question. If I buy the remasterized version of Age of Empires 2 on Steam, can I play here in Woobly with the remasterized version? On here in Woobly I can play only with the older ones. You can play with the new Civ of the Forgotten Empires and African Kingdoms, and soon to come. And I better write. And in the planning, Rise of Rajas. I hope that makes him happy. I don't know how big the player base will be, but okay, guys. So we will jump into the final draw on the final map. It will be, scroll down, Gold Rush. Whee! I love Gold Rush. Gold Rush obviously is so good of a map. And we will see bands of the Fast Civilization, Hansgors, probably Saracens. And they're already starting, so Banning. Saracen's banned. Saracen's banned.
Prairie.
Spanish pick. Spanish pick. Celts ban. Mongols ban. Oi. And we have Celts picked for HorseForce and Mongols for QueNDi. Interesting.
Indeed.
Didn't Roomstock and I win
Yeah.
against HorseForce with those civilizations?
Exactly. On Gold Rush.
So
With
you
Celts
say
and
there is
Spanish.
a chance. This is what the commentator said after I lost the 400k pot with 99.6%. So you say there is a chance. It's bad, man.
Interesting, Sifs. I feel on this map, Celt is better.
I think as well.
And
Why no Mayans? Scheiße.
yeah, I'm confused. Why no Mayans?
Why do
QueNDi losing confidence here?
teams not pick Persians? Because they take too long to get onto a big army. You need to get castles up, then elephants, and then they can get easily counted as well.
Yeah. Remember this gold rush? So there's lots of gold in the middle. So you want to have early control, early power units. And even though later on in this matchup, especially with no walls, Mongols and Spanish do pretty well against Celt and Spanish, because you're just mobile, and the Celt will he's not mobile enough. He can just attack at one point, can't run after units with a siege. So on the long run, I think Mongols and Spanish have played Rider better, especially on no wall mod. But the big but is in the first 10 minutes, you usually decide who's controlling the gold. And in one big push, Celt is just completely superior against Mongols. It's on the one hand because they have those super strong onagers, but also because they have treadmill crane and Mongols don't. So Mongols just build up slowly.
But Mongols have shipwright and Celts don't.
That's true. I'm not even sure if Celts get it or
I
not,
have no idea as well.
but Mongols do. Yeah. Shipwright is really important on Gold Rush. No.
I think you have small C's, but not in this version. I believe on this version you don't, right?
Yeah, on the M Gold Rush you don't.
Yeah, it's bad, man. Brackets? Oh, maybe I still have them copy paste. It's good, man. Okay, let's see.
Pretty hyped.
It's really bright outside, or it's nearly generally pale? It's really bright outside. Like the sun is going into my eyes, and I really can't keep them open.
Yeah, sunny Germany.
No. Actually, I'm sitting in front of a 30-inch, so if I'm going back like this, you see how dark it gets? Maybe if I put down all the lights as well. Maybe I should wear something more white.
Congrats, now Neely is really self-conscious about his skin color.
You can see here my mass test, 4th grade.
Wow, you're already doing mass on the 4th grade level?
Yeah.
Nice.
Advanced. Okay, Shine. Stop. Whatever you're doing.
Sorry.
This is the last game. The winner plays us in the finals. Who would you prefer to play against? Who do you think we have better chances?
I think QueNDi actually. I'm not sure.
I think we have better chances against HorseForce because they will
maybe.
not prepare against our home maps. I
Yeah,
think we will
that's
just
true.
win 2-0 at the start.
Yeah, QueNDi would probably.
They will train.
More.
They will play. They will train. They will put thoughts into it. And yeah, we will jump into the final game here in the loser bracket finals. HorseForce against QueNDi. The losers out will take 3rd place. The winner will advance to play Shine and me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mongols and Spanish against Spanish, and Celts. On Gold Rush.
Remember, one team also still has a restart, right? HorseForce.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. But they aren't the typical type to take restarts. We have Rage here going for the market even. Something we didn't see of the code going for here.
Wow, I really like the gold positioning. It's so fair. I've rarely seen it like this. I mean, the deathmatch version is made to be a bit fairer, but still.
Isn't it made by NC Pedro?
Is it?
I think so.
No idea.
I think so. So German
Made in
masterpiece or something like that. But like normally what Pedro does, you can't really put the stamp of masterpiece on it.
Nope.
But well, never mind. Okay, so we now still have the decision what civilization is better when we see Spanish, and on the other side Mongols, Celts. A lot of builds actually in threat here for Rage, losing one at the front, losing one at the side somewhere here in the back, and maybe losing another one. Spanish obviously has stronger villagers, but he's going down quite a bit already.
And what is the Mongol doing? He's not trying to survive or take the middle, no, he's actually sending his camels to the other guy, spread across the map.
Halberdiers. I'm not sure if I like that too much. That's an interesting outpost wall as well here. Okay, so
I think
QueNDi
might struggle to take the goal.
Will they?
I don't know.
The big problem is that the code is playing so much better than Rage at this moment, controlling so much more. Mangudai is out now though.
Yeah, but struggling.
They're preparing trade already. I'm not 100% sure if I like that too much.
I guess they figure with those civs they will struggle to get the gold in the middle. Because the first minutes belong to the Celts in this one.
Okay, so now let's see. Most of the Rams went down. SO out, Mangudai's out. So at the moment it looks pretty good for at least stable defense. We had one castle here not cancelled but denied from Rage, and he now gets onto his army, is now getting the first TC up. Camels coming over as well, and we are looking onto better populations here for our HorseForce team, but it feels like QueNDi might stabilize. Why is True not building any extra TCs? Look at that, 2 mining camps and only 1 TC. What is he doing? Is he playing at 1 TC this whole game? That's not a viable strategy in the end. Drew completely out of gold. What is he doing? Did I miss any TCs? No. He's playing at 1 TC only. Okay, now the big push for the middle. We still have roughly 30 more pop for the HorseForce team. Some Scorpions out of position. Mangudai is doing a good job. Hasa's closing the distance as well. That's sweet stuff for them. And having one castle up the hill. That's a big push here over on the left hand side. Only just from the Spanish. A weird decision. So many Halberdiers at the front and not enough Mangudais in the back. Some SO shots maybe now against the Halberdiers are very reasonably going in, but should go more to the left hand side. We need to see some retreatments of Rage here. Who's taking a good engagement, I would say, but could have been better, especially if he has the market. On the other side now we have some denial of this middle gold, and
problem right now is that Code is really playing alone. They need to join their forces.
That's so true. You can see True and Rage together on one hill, controlling a lot of the gold here, not getting onto gold yet.
If they play together, all those onagers, Jitba is standing around in the back of his castles.
Yeah. Yeah, on
completely wrecked
that fight would have been so much better. Indeed, and it's looking pretty good for QueNDi if you ask me, although they're still behind very much in pop. Trade is going up and we can see 18
That's a good idea to
already
go for
out.
early trade. But maybe Kellen should do some extra town centers.
I have no idea what he's doing, man! He's playing with 1 TC still. Does he think that's enough?
Yeah, well, on the long run, he can get 100 villagers anyway.
Yeah. And he's not
maybe.
wasting 275 wood.
Yeah.
This is very frugal, I would say.
And he doesn't need so many DCs. Because
Okay, a lot of Harmonies now at the front left hand side. Sorry for interrupting you. That's a very big fight. I think it should
Big
be
fight
better
indeed.
for all good here, but was it really cost efficient?
Because the Mango, they're out of position. They're patrolling in the back.
Yeah, they should go from the left hand side.
Wayne flared, so they should come in.
Yeah, and only now they're coming in more paladins as well. There's still not a lot of gold income overall.
What is Jitba doing? Jitba really needs to push more in the middle. Not using his army. The team play is really bad right now.
Only shots against the Mangodice here. One very good one. Mangodice now need to retreat or they will all die here at the front. Trying to go back with Prairie. Whoops, misclick here with the Mangodice again. And
Now finally a bit of teamwork. Like those 2 onagers at least helping. Still,
still 1 TC.
I'm not so happy with Jitba's style right now. One trap hitting the castle. Now second one out, and half his army is idle in the back.
Look at how split it is, yeah. It looks weird. Very weird.
They really needed to push the advantage more. They're not even controlling the gold, even though they have the edge. It's just not good.
We have like 12 villagers working on the gold at the moment. None for QueNDi though. QueNDi has
but
a
QueNDi
bit more
already
trade.
has a trade. Yeah.
That's
They have 2.8k trade profit to 700.
okay.
So almost 4 times.
Oh, and they want to get the raid at the side, but nice wall off here by Jitba.
That was nice reaction.
So, oh, those what are those guns doing? Oi! What did he think there? Like, okay, I saw 10 onagers standing there. Let's spot and kill them all, or something like that. At the same time, we have Callan losing some Mangodice, which he really cannot afford.
Oh, nice ground attack.
Where is it on the right hand side here? Let's take a look. Mangodice shouldn't take a hit. Some movement back and
Oi, they only minor hit, not too bad.
one hit indeed, yeah. Getting some Harbinger free kills here. That's pretty sweet against not fully maxed out eco here. We have Callan still with only 40 villagers. He's just playing it with now he has 2 TCs. But yeah, he knew it.
Why? Oh, he's losing the second one.
Yeah.
Oh no, he barely saved it.
Okay, who's in the better position here, Sean?
Actually, I'm not sure. I feel the position could be a lot worse for QueNDi if Jitba and Orchid would have played together better.
Okay, some raids.
Right now, I think QueNDi has a good chance. Because once they have a good trade up, probably need to hold a bit longer, stabilize.
If the trade cards up.
But once the trade is really running, having the middle is no advantage anymore.
Yeah.
And then they can dictate the fight, and Celts have to react.
Yeah. And they have to defend the trade and the middle.
Yeah. So
And remember, Callan still has a lot of pop free for army.
yeah, exactly. I think
Only shots now
HorseForce
possible.
needs to push hard and fast at one spot now. That's their chance to win
Oh,
this game.
Mangodice in so much danger. Some going down. Now trying to snipe down those cannons, but he's going for the trade. At the same time, we
but
have
with a
Paladins.
small group, like 6 paladins can take that out.
Yeah, 20% goes 6 indeed. One castle's up, no siege incoming just now. And yeah, trade at 70 cards at the moment. That looks like they don't need the middle. It's a beauty of the Spanish trade. Is it an option to maybe ban Spanish on Gold Rush here? To just not give the opposing team the option to go for not the middle?
Then you allow them to take one other strong Saracens, Hansagos.
Ah, I have to go my chambers and do the math for that. Mangudai is now clearing up against all the Halberdiers. Take a look. Oh, we're up to 2 TCs and 120 pop. Mangudai is now trying to micro back.
Alcott is playing this really well though. Let's see. It's funny how few gold has actually been mined from the middle.
Yeah. I think it's not a single tile gone yet. And we're 24 minutes into deathmatch
now.
game.
Pretty soon.
Yeah, we're at 30 gold. Yeah. Okay, that's a very big army over here.
Ooh, Jitba wasting all his scopes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Castle's going down as well. Or is it? Let's see.
Yeah, now is the thing I was waiting for. Like when I said Mongol and Spain can dictate where the fight will be.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just launch rams attacks with Palas and Mangudai. And what can the other team do? They at one point they can only, of course, the Paladins can run after the army, but the Celt can't. So actually, I think QueNDi has this.
Let's see if they can abuse it like you want them to. In the middle now, not getting a lot of gold, but yeah, trade is set up. Maybe not to perfection here for HorseForce. Mangudai is now having a beautiful position on the hill. This castle is under threat. Still a lot of rams out, but nice defense now by our Turkish-Greece mixed team.
Oh, by the way, what's up with the flags there?
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, they can defend nicely with those dips, but I think strong times of Celts are kind of over now. It's a 30-minute mark, especially with no walls.
Now Rage really has a lot of paladins out as well. Everyone in their 40s with military, roughly 50. And Mangudai now can take beautiful engagement all this time, and Jitba still on a lot of halberdiers as well. Not 100% sure if that's the ideal army you want to have in this position. Now more rams attacks coming in from all the side. Mangudai are running around, and it's just so tough for the Celts now to defend, like we said several times.
And he can't really protect the Sonitor. He doesn't have Mangudai standing around them, protecting them. He can mess up scores, but that just limits him to one spot.
Can look down to 1 TC again.
It's so weird. He's so low pop without any reason.
Yeah, but now queuing up 4 villages. And he has a farm or something. Oh yeah, he has something.
Yeah, lots.
Lots?
For Mongols, that's solid.
Yeah. Okay, and I like the amount of paladins by Rage this whole game. Can really see that his trade is running. He has nice Fudico running as well, and he just has one mission, and that's to get out as many paladins as possible and be annoying, and just attack where it hurts.
He has 15k trade profit to the code's 8.
Ah, yeah, that's to Spanish in comparison there. Let's take a look. Castle under threat. Some Oni is trying to clear it up. Mangudai is trying to micro, now going back a bit. 2 Mangudai alone trying to do some sniping, and that's just beautiful micro here by Kevin. Or is it?
Really, the main difference here is the huge difference in trade profit.
Yeah, we saw QueNDi starting so early with their trade.
Yeah, the other team didn't because they felt they could get the middle, but they never really did.
Yeah.
I think they could have. They just worked together probably.
Very contested game, and oh boy, what we wanted to see in a final game. It's still better pop for HorseForce. They are both pop 200, and we have not maxed out, but Mangudai. Oh, so many Mangudai going down there against this. Oh, and now totally reset here the Mangudai count. Suddenly we are at 34 military, and remember he doesn't have a big eco. Yeah. No, it's just patrolling in there. Why? You always want to have paladins in front, some Mangudais behind, SO scouting as well. And yeah, that hurt so much against the hill spot there as well. Are somewhat allowed in the end, yes, but this tournament is without with no wall mod. And China's answering that for you in 20 seconds. Let me react to you when he plays. Well, Shine is probably one of the best babysitters of Mangudais in this game. So I rarely do that.
I forget everything else, but I never forget my Mangudai.
Yeah, that's like really true. Oh, big paladin push. I'm not 100% sure if I like that one. We have a lot of Harbies doing a lot of damage before they can actually do something, and yeah, Rage thinks better of it. And just here, take 10 paladins and and damage them massively, and then I'll retreat. And they
no, that was pretty bad though.
Lots more Mangudais, and it's just so annoying to play against Kellen there. And he's so good at controlling so many groups at different spots and just raiding, being annoying, moving in, microing around.
Now he has 80 army. That's what he was aiming for. Yeah. That's why he did the 1TC style. Which still feels a bit weird. I mean, he could have done like 2 or 3 extra TCs
yeah, it's not
to get more
optimum.
wood economy up earlier.
Yeah, it is just not good. But yeah. He just focuses on other things.
So how can HorseForce win this game?
Just one push through the middle. Just one big push. And just send like 5 SO on right hand side, left hand side. Have 2-3 layers of siege workshops, like kind of walls. Mangudais coming in here. 1 snipe, 2 snipes. Ooh. 3rd snipe is coming in, so nice micro there. Now coming in with the rest, at least that's what I'm hoping for. But no, he's just patrolling behind, going for kills. Only
that was pretty nice control by Kellen against all the zonies.
Yeah, but at the same time, if he just controlled the rest of his Mangudais and would have fought with them, that would have been so much better. And you can see it, yeah, lags a bit. More paladins in the front needed. So many Harbiers out now. And yeah, Jitba is fighting cost efficiently, but that's not all that matters in AOC.
I think there's one thing that could maybe work as a bigger ram and trap attack on the right side if it comes as a surprise and has some paladins with it.
Yeah.
Even some Celt paladins would help, even
though
they're bad. But
exactly, yeah.
Better than halves. They're just completely useless now. That's really one thing that could work. Bigger attack on the right side. If raged paladins are not nearby, that can work.
Actually, you don't even need a single unit. Just 5 rams, and they will smack those markets. Actually, they're only trading the 2 bottom ones, so yeah.
No, but even the castles there, just. That's really the only point I see where they could attack right now, because through the middle, not really.
Yeah, well, they're attacking at the left-hand side, where there's not too much. Are they struggling for wood? No, not really, not really. Okay, I just see Orchid sending a lot of villagers at the front, and yeah, Rage, it seems like he doesn't want that to happen. Jitba still not preparing any attack on the right hand side. He has a nice defensive army here. And yeah, some more raidings of Callan coming in. A lot of Mangudais, and I think I've never seen a deathmatch gold rush game where there was so few gold mines.
Yeah, really. Still all up for the taking.
They should rename it from Gold Rush to Trade Rush. Ooh, what a bad fight again by Kellen. Just patrolling in Mangodais here against the hill and Mass SO. I'm not sure if that is a winning strategy. Look at that, so many death bodies here. Yeah. Oh, but now getting some good hits off himself. And yeah, well, not the greatest ever. Now trying to micro some, but it's so ugly with the leg. And oh, and yeah, that was just painful.
Yeah, wow, that was a really bad fight.
I'm not really sure why they're taking those fights.
The points were so even before.
And Awkward is just playing beautifully. Like with the Celt player who isn't attacking much, he's still doing, yeah, a great hold.
And he tried to attack the markets a bit, at least on the right hand side, just with a trap. Still feel a few rams could do better there. Because Kellen can't really have mass Mangodai there.
Jip actually caring about the relics and trying to get them.
Oh no, nice ram attack by...
and there will be a lot of siege workshops going down for sure. Yeah. Those halberdiers won't do much.
And Awkward has to send his paladins over there because...
that's a spot where
that's the problem. Celts now... just... vulnerable.
Yeah. And Jitba now, when they defend it, just needs to build another 10 siege workshops here to... yeah, just reset the count. It's just so tough to
85 paladins for the code.
Wow.
Oh no, already lost quite a few before the fight.
Mangodais on the hill trying to take a good engagement, more Mangodais coming in. And again trying to micro some, and yeah, he's doing a reasonable amount, but SO shots are real.
Doesn't really manage to control several groups. Ah, really nice. Nice ratings on the right side.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's funny when players are in TeamSpeak and they're still doing taunts.
Then you know something big has happened.
Yeah.
And it was so bad. Like 7 onagers and no way to protect them. Yeah, that's the beauty of playing with no wall mod as well. You can always go and search for onagers.
Yeah. Ooh, two traps wanted to go there and attack and saw 4 Ferrari Rams coming in and they were like, holla!
Nice reaction. But he definitely needs to use his Onis now, which are kind of blocked. Oh no.
Yeah, they're going
He's
down.
not even controlling them. Oh god, he has 7 onagers there, 8 even.
You think
that
they
could have been
defended?
so deadly.
It's still an even game, all maxed out here, and I still feel if the Celt can really go for one front attack and kill all the Mangodais, for example, on the right hand side. Oh, what is Celt doing? He's not taking care.
No. And now, if there were now really like 40, 50 paladins to support him.
Yeah.
I mean, he could even build them himself. So what I was saying before is, Celt, at this point you just shouldn't build halbs anymore. It's a complete waste. Rather go paladin yourself than...
And now he kills one market and then that's it. And a market that no one actually traded with.
Yeah. Ha!
Celt now going down to pop 150. Remember, there's only 56 villagers and they aren't working too efficiently.
That's true, that's really shocking. It's not usual Kellen efficiency.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe. No, I don't want to.
Even some paladin ratings in the trade, but already stopped.
Yeah. It's funny how Rage only went for 2 markets. Or did he delete the others? No, he went for 4.
More in front.
Yeah, he deleted the other 2. I see a bomber cannon even. I'm gonna see what's up here.
Oh, interesting match. It's still both teams' game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ratings can absolutely decide it now.
Mangodai rating, I don't see
what
that's doing a lot of
What I
damage.
really expected earlier was a big trade raid by the Mongol team, just going with one big group of Paladin and Mangodai into the trade.
Well, they're pushing the left-hand side now.
Yeah. Not just paladins though. And they took a lot of onager hits. Ah, now Mangudai coming after them, but
Yeah, but pretty bad positioning, and now they think, okay, let's go back.
Indeed. They will still lose a couple of trade cuts there.
Yeah, but a lot of paladins will go down as well, so I think gold-wise it's a bit better for... Yeah, well, probably pretty even, I would say. Just reproduce 15.
Jitba heard us. He's starting to build some paladins.
Oh!
Jitba, nice that you're tuned in.
Hello and welcome, Jitba! Okay, we should say more weird stuff and see if they still do it. Nice attack on the right hand side now. And as you can see, the Mongols not really prepared to fight paladins here. Yes, they aren't the strongest paladins in the game, missing one defense upgrade, missing bloodlines, but still, they're still paladins. How many paladins does Orkut have? 90 paladins out. This is amazing.
It's so funny how the middle is not contested at all. Oh man.
Also, Mangudai's coming in, dodging castle fire.
And actually, it would still be worse to try to get it. But yeah, actually, Jitba's doing it now. Because it could save you if you lose some trade stuff.
Orkut now having less villagers than Kellen. Both in their
that's really the problem. He was pushed that heavily, but Jitba kept slinging him.
And now we have a big paladin amount here by Orkut. They're attacking the castle as well. SO doing enough damage against castles.
He just has exactly the double the paladin. Wow.
Where are raged paladins? He's only at 40 paladins. Raged resources. He has
it was
enough.
50 against 100.
And he has them queued up. It's eight stables.
Orkut really doing a great game here.
Can Orkut win in this game?
We'll see. We'll see.
Mangudai is now in a beautiful position, obviously, to clear that.
Oh! Trade raid attempt in the middle, but might be stopped. If there's a good ground attack.
Mangudai. Yeah, nice ground attack. Wow! Nice catch there by Yushine. And yeah, hit Mangoes. And they did hit Mangoes indeed. So that was a beautiful stop, but at the same time, because Mangudai is in the back, we just needed like 3 more traps in the back. That would have been it. Yeah, they would have done the damage because Rams and Paladins there in these very tight choke areas really don't do the job anymore.
Nope. I feel like a big push will probably not win this game. Maybe on the right side it could, or on the left side for the QueNDi team, attacking on the left side. Or HorseForce could attack on the right side, but it's more likely to end with a big trade run. Like 2 groups of paladins running into the trade or something.
Oh,
but there hasn't really been an opening. Now,
that's not enough.
Kellen is trying to go in.
SO now coming.
That was really bad that there was not a single SO waiting.
Yeah.
Could still snipe the paladins now if he controls them right, but not really. Kellen trying to split his Mangudai, nice try. Maybe they won't notice the ones up. Oh, they did.
No, they did. That was a nice defense. Some trade cuts indeed went down, but that's all of the army of QueNDi as well.
That was just not a good trade run.
Jitba enough, the code enough, so that didn't hurt them.
Nope, that was not the opening they should have been waiting for.
Yeah, that would have been a spot with all the Mangudais to just continue pushing. And there's a lot of Mangudais left still.
That's quite a waste of wood now. Jitba is sending rams in, and I was like, oh no chance. They're running into Mangudai, and the Mangudai ran away. So the paladins left as well. No, Mangudai coming.
Could this game go for the fight for wood?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you say it like it's super standard, like Gold Rush fight for wood? Yeah, actually,
Yeah, but any deathmatch 2-on-2 on a map.
it
like
already
this,
is.
Yeah, it is, of course.
HorseForce is out of wood. Completely missed that. Wood is already at 300. Let's scroll around a bit. Sorry for the hard scrolling. And yeah, so much more still for QueNDi left.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you can still do a lot without much wood. Like,
Did by pop 130.
yeah, and that was a bad fight for Orchid.
Rage now going for Paladins. Manguys become less efficient when you have limited wood. And now Kelp without wood at all. He's basically done. Just has to be a sling for Awkward now to go for 120 Paladins.
Yeah, only chance. But
And how is Cannon at pop 100 in army? That control in the back is just enormous. Awkward asking for more resources. And needs food. Price of food at the moment 180.
surprisingly, at some point, it really looked
And
like
guys
they could win it.
Going
Like HorseForce
into
could win
the
it.
push
But-
here. But there's waiting. So many Paladins waiting.
In this late game without walls, I don't see Kelt and Spain having any chance here. Oh god, the chat. Oh, so sad. So sad. They're such good players, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just...
Oh, another trade raid. 7k gold still in the bank. And 95 Paladins out, but True has 100 army as well. Jitba only at 25. Jitba is struggling at pop 110. You can really not get any army up. Look at that. Manguys beautifully. How many trade cards are they getting? Now we are finally getting down to 30 numbers. And it might be QueNDi A taking this win with Mangudai pick here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure yet, but now they see it. Mangudai's getting cleared up, and still a lot of Paladins for Awkward. He's basically playing 2v1 now. He's playing it a bit better than Rage, if you ask me, but still, Callum with so many Mangudais all around the map.
Yeah, Orchid really did a great game, but...
Immobility of...
In the late game, Celts don't compete here, and in the early games they just... As a team play wasn't on top. Maybe Bitbar even did some individual mistakes, I'm not sure. Maybe could have pushed for the middle more, or full push on Mongol, but he didn't do one of those things.
Roomstock saying this map needs to be fixed, the middle goal should be wood.
Yeah, actually now everyone in this game would be happy for it.
Yeah, then they would fight for the wood again. Okay, now big push. I think against the hill they cannot take it. Maybe Oni shots doing some nice ground attacks here, left hand side. Mangudai is very much in the back. Orchid can only take this fight if the SOs are getting good shots against the Mangudai. And at the moment they are not. Therefore Rage and Callan are getting it. They're now taking the score lead back again. Let's see some Oni shots. Some on the Mangudai, but that's not enough. And now I think we might see the GG any second. Jitba at 115. Orchid at 140 against two guys who are looking in their stronger numbers. A lot of Mangudais at defending on the right hand side against so many Paladins. And Jitba saying, oh god, he doesn't have any wood left. Let's take a look at the wood price. 407 wood. Mangudais now coming in again. And this is looking so good. Might this be the killing blow here for our QueNDi team? The Brit and the US superstar going for the kill. But they need to micro back a bit more because we still have Awkward holding on. The 2v1 kind of, because what can we see of Jitba? Jitba still has 27 military, but is it enough? We still have Sneaky Callan running around, even killing some villagers of food now. And he's getting chased by more Paladins off.
Jitba just did some nice ground attack into Paladins, but won't save them.
Another big attack now on the right hand side. Let's take a look. Some Onis behind for Jitba, but will it be enough? We have Mangudais now shooting over the walls. That seems like this castle will go down.
You can easily stop that attack, but just look on the left. Next Paladin's running in.
Jitba, let's take a look. He's at the limit with the resources. So is Orkut, and killing more and more trade cards. At the moment they need to invest, and just building a new trade card costs you not 50 gold, but actually more than roughly 500 gold, because you need to buy 100 wood as well.
Now ram attack in the middle.
Ram attack in the middle as well. It's going left. Look at that, right attack, smackdown, left attack coming in. Now middle attack, and they're doing a great job. New more paladins going in, and this is what we said before. The Spanish and Mongols can always dictate this fight. We have so many castles going down the middle. They lose all the control. Therefore, no more even possibilities to take this into castles. It doesn't really matter too much at the production, but so much map control loss as well. Pop 108 for Jitba. Look at that next attack prepared already. How did they get so much gold and wood?
They can win it with pure petrol now.
And now Celt Paladins not trying to surprise and snipe, but actually fight, and that's not a scenario you want to get in. Jitba desperately trying to get all his resources on the map. Orkut still getting mass Paladins out. It's just beautiful how he can defend. Jitba 18 army, but the code at 90 army.
But Jitba is using his berry bush now. He's foraging it like crazy.
Where?
Picking all the berries. Now they're done.
They're done. Okay, then I'll take it off. And now more rams coming in at this side. Where can I find wood is a question here of Jitba. At this front there's some left. And let's take a look. There's still so much wood left here in the back for the QueNdis. Just brutal. 30 villagers now for Orkut. Can barely have enough food left.
Yeah, they're just playing on because it's the last game.
We are dying.
We are dying. Yeah.
Oh, you're dying for the last half
sure.
hour.
I think they're not dying.
Yeah, I know, I have no wood.
Corpses.
Yeah, and when you type in the 2v2 at the end and complaining about no wood, that's most of the time the sign that you need to tag out. We couldn't get nice advantage early. Well, you had it, but you didn't use it, mate. And Spanish market, yeah, indeed. Let's see. Orkut maybe wants to go for
neutralized gold rush, right? That's complete bullshit.
Okay, now is that maybe the final push? We have raids going in, and they have a beautiful hill here. If they want to take it, this is the final GG moment.
Now
have
they can resign.
Orkut completely out of position. We have all the trade cards going down. Guys, we have finally the match, or a matchup for the winner bracket finals, or not, the overall finals. It will be two, facing QueNDi after a hard-fought series, after being down 3-2. We now have, it's over. GG incoming here. Congratulations to QueNDi for taking the series after a very nice 4-3. So many nice games. Kellen taking it in the 1v1s, and so many nice maps, so many nice games. Guys, that was great AOC.